And like that, my friends, we are live. Yes, this is Best of the Best, and we got a wonderful panel for y'all tonight. Y'all gonna love it. A lot of shit dropped this week, and we got a lot to talk about. And we're gonna be talking about some key topics tonight. Gonna talk about being impatient while collecting and how that can screw you and your collection. So, a lot of stuff coming up on Best of the Best. Let's roll with the intro. Y'all know how we do. We gonna drop it like this. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with Best of the Best, and we got the whew, amazing panel tonight. Damn. And we got Aries. He just jumped in like the last minute.
I know there was five in the booth. I was like, oh, there's that wizard appeared.
What's up, yo? This is a great show tonight. We got a lot of stuff to go on, a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of stuff came out this week, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing show. First up, I got to throw it to this guy right here. There he is, that guy right there. Second brother, my real life brother. What you got going on, my brother?
Man, nothing. Just sitting there, just chilling, man. That's it. Just taking everything day by day. You know, when you get to a certain age, that's all you can do. Just wait for things to fall out the sky, and you just like,
Damn.
and then you just say, "I told you that was going to happen." Just leave it at that.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do, bro. Definitely. Always good to have you here, my brother. Also want to throw it to this guy. Haven't seen him here in a while for a minute, but we got Loco Lou. What's popping with ya?
What's poppin', people? I'm back. I'm finally back. Wi-Fi is working a little bit better in this area, but it's back. It's back. And I'm back. And let me tell you something, brother. This is going to be a slobber knocker. This is going to be a slobber knocker. Look at this panel. Everybody got a bid up ahead. Everyone got a bid up ahead. But nothing compares to this guy's bid.
Don't say slobber knocker when I'm in this panel, bro. Don't.
I don't
know. What's wrong with you, man?
It's a slobber knocker, man. We talking about figures, hot toys. It's a slobber
Don't
knocker.
don't worry, Mario. He's on top.
Always on top.
Oh, there we go. There we go. With the AKA Tripod Daddy down.
Hey, can Anthony and I switch places?
No, bro, you're on the bottom of Lou, bro. No. We switch back. Fuck that shit.
Oh,
I love you,
God.
Lou, just not that much.
There you go.
As long as they ain't got no shirt. As long as they ain't got no shirt, say slippery and when wet, he good.
Oh, shit.
Oh, babe. Already started.
It already started. Thank you so much for being here. Tripod. I can't even call you that. I'm not even going to call you that. But anyway, good to have you here.
I just saw that.
What'd you say?
My name.
Tripod Daddy. Oh, Aries, what's going on with you, brother? Once again, loving that hat, man. Look at it. You killing it with the hats, man. The Pink Floyd hat. Damn. That's what's up.
Come on, baby. It's the great gig in the sky here with what we're all talking about. I don't know if there's enough wizard juice to kind of sober everyone up here, baby.
Oh, no.
But I tell you what, who needs sobering? It's going to be a slobber knocker. You know, second brother's chilling like a damn villain. And it's I don't know. Is it a holiday today? And if it's not, it should be. What's going on, baby?
Hey, man, just good to have you here, man. It does feel like a holiday, especially when we get an OT character. You know, even though this figure is from the prequels we about to bring up, still an OT character. But when we get that, you know, it's always a good experience.
I think we had a couple of prequel characters this week in different forms or not. Anyway.
That is true. Very true. Also, want to throw it to my brother, Cisco Mafia, Anthony. How you doing, my brother? Always good to have you here, bro.
Always, my man. I mean, I don't know about the liberal use of slobber knocker though. It sounds, especially when Aries says it, I feel all unsettled. I'm like, but it's awesome, man. It is always fun, always, man. And yeah, man, it's so cool, man. 3PO.
Yeah, can't wait to talk about it. We'll be jumping in that very shortly. Also, last but not least, we got El Professor. We like to call him El Profi. What's going on with you, brother?
What's going on, man? I'm not doing that well right now anymore. I'm just gonna.
You doing all right, man? What's wrong?
Not anymore.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just like curling up in a ball right now, man, and just fucking.
You gotta loosen up, man. Come on.
No,
It's
I'm
prime
good.
time.
I'm good.
It's
Hey,
prime
Jay,
time
what's up?
slobber
What's-
knockers.
what's-
Let's go,
what's-
dude. We're uniting. All right.
Yeah, he's
Hashtag
the
slobber
daddy.
knocker. I mean, let's see. We already got it. Single songwriter in the house.
Nah,
He knows. He knows. All right. If you know, you know.
You know.
Oh man.
Oh, my
I don't know.
God. Oh my
Man,
God.
what's
It's
wrong,
good to be
Marty?
here.
You need a
It's good to be here with
blanket?
everyone.
You offering? Yo,
Hold on,
give me a
man.
little spoon.
Hold
Give me a
on.
little spoon, bro.
Hold on. Let's talk about this wonderful.
What's up? What's up, man?
We got that. Look at
I'm
that.
beside myself, baby.
But look at that wonderful statue right there, man.
Oh, which one?
man.
This one back here behind me, the Daenerys.
No,
right there?
No, you
not
couldn't
Daenerys.
No,
Vader.
Oh, this guy, Lord Vader. A little bit,
Yes.
yeah, man. It's Mythos, man. Shout out to the Kacherik brothers. They did an amazing job with this thing, man, and freaking absolutely love it. With this head sculpt right here, with the battle damage, everything is just, it's vibing, man. I love it. I freaking love this piece, man.
That
Amazing.
thing looks
Absolutely
amazing.
But why are you not using the flaming saber?
I was about to ask that.
That shit's
I
fucking
think-
cool, man.
Flaming hot, baby.
Flaming hot, bro. I mean, I'm talking about slobber knocker. That's the king
Oh,
slobber
that's
knocker
my
right there, bro.
first.
That's Anakin.
I heard they come in different flavors.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Jedi and Sith.
Shut up.
Red and blue, huh?
Yep.
Damn. You know, second brother loves the green, though, right?
Oh,
Or perhaps the purple.
oh my god.
No, you know,
Give me the green light.
in all seriousness, though, I think the flaming saber makes it kind of unique, right? Because it's this mythos and just. Have you tried it out, or did you not even bother yet with it?
That abomination will stay in the box.
That
Oh,
abomination
really?
stays in the box.
Okay, I mean, it's you
Yeah,
know,
we don't do flaming blades here, bro.
no flaming of any kind allowed. Okay.
Maybe that might be something for
man.
Lou,
Hey,
but
listen.
for me, nah.
Oh, okay, all right. Only Lou
Okay.
can be like
He's slobbing
flaming.
around already, man. I mean,
I understand.
I'm
I
sure he would
understand.
love a little flaming blade too, bro. I mean,
Okay,
You
okay.
know?
All right, I want to say what's up to everybody that's in the chat real quick. I want to give a shout out to Dr.
Love you, Papa.
Dockinator, the Booty King himself. So what up, BC? What up with you? Always good to have you here. Always good to have the Booty King here. Absolutely. Got Valiant Archer in the building. How you doing? He said, what's good, y'all? What's good with you? We also got the movie Cannon in the building. He says, hey, collectors, legendary panel. It really is. We crazy as hell over here. He said, happy Thursday Eve. Well, Thursday Eve, yeah. But he said, I'm ready for that Battinson figure and Bat Signal. Yeah, man, that should be coming pretty soon. For sure. Got Brick Artemis in the house. What's up with you, player? Always good to have you here, Brick. Gotta me and you gotta rap, dude. Gotta get you on a panel or something, bro. We got the talented Renz Talentino. Dude, I gave Renz his flowers this morning for pretty much, like we said, you and God made your son, but I think Renz created him again, bro. That painting is phenomenal. Really
Yes.
phenomenal, bro.
Yeah, I cannot wait to get it in hand. I cannot wait.
Absolutely.
Renz is one of the most talented motherfuckers in this community.
Yeah,
For
real.
sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Renz. Always doing the wonderful work that you do. We got Blitz 0065 in the building. Said that Wampa flex though. Yeah, bro. Dude, can you show it to us
Look at that
real
Wampa.
quick?
You mean the band?
Wampa.
Yeah, I
said
said
what
Wampa.
Wampa?
He said Wampa.
The
The
He
Bantha.
said the
I'm sorry.
Wampa.
Yeah,
I
I think he
obviously-
meant
I did.
Bantha.
Yeah,
But
I
he
took
does
it
he
away.
does make a really badass Wampa, but I got the Bantha. It's hard to see in here, you know. It's fucking awesome, dude.
It
It's
looks
really awesome.
dope.
I'll be doing a review this next few days, man. It's I'm actually quite shocked at how like amazing the quality is on this thing. 'Cause
And who-
I never had it
You
before.
said you're gonna do a review in the next couple of days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, next couple days.
Any word on that 66 Batmobile review? That 4K blast? That,
it's
was
almost done.
promised
It's
about a
almost
year
done.
ago?
yeah.
Almost
No. You know what the problem was? As we digress, I wanted to do it with the dynamic duo, and I don't fucking have them because I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought that'd be kind of cool, right? Just to have at least, you know, Batman with the Batmobile. But
Exactly.
yeah, dude, definitely, dude. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So,
Definitely. It looks amazing. Who made that, by the way?
Inbox Studios.
Nice.
He's yeah, dude, it's really badass. He's doing a Tauntaun as well. Yeah, it's 6 scale, man. That's Boba on the top, and a Tusken Raider next to it, so you can see like scale.
That is.
Oh, I didn't even
awesome.
see Boba on it. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
dope.
little dark. It's I mean, the lights are here, but in the back it gets dark. So
Yeah, but once you
Yeah.
pointed it out, now I see it. I'm like, wow.
yeah, dude, it's really awesome, man. It's really awesome.
That is amazing, bro. An amazing piece, bro. Can't wait for that 4K review on that, bro. And you
Yeah,
killing
it's
it with the
gonna be pretty
reviews,
awesome.
man. Killing it with the reviews right now.
Yeah, it's
Love
been
the
a
camera
minute,
work.
you know. It's
Yeah.
been a minute, so I was like, I need to get. I had that itch again, you know.
Absolutely. Definitely. Also want to give a shout out to Larry Walker. He said, "What up, Aries Mario, second brother, 6 scale Mafia." Absolutely.
Larry.
Larry.
What's up, my man?
It's good to have you here. We got Yo Mo in the building. What's up with you, Yo Mo? And of course, we got my guy FBJ in the building. What's up with you? Always good to have y'all here. Definitely. So, guys, and I gotta get this guy on the show too. We got Christian Detour's collections.
What's up, Christian?
What's up? Christian, I call him Christian Detour, the pimp. What's up with you, bro?
A pimp, you say? Wow.
He's the pimp. He's that. So you can call me
Yes,
a pimp.
so-
He's the pimp.
Let me interject, dude, because I know a couple people. Yes, we are. Myself, El Professoro, we are both multicasting the stream. 2 brother cousins. If you were watching on our respective channels, subscribe to this man right here. If
Absolutely,
you haven't
100.
already, brother cousins. I put a link in my description as well and in the chat.
Absolutely. That's how it goes, guys. Thank you so much for that. Try to do something, we try to do stuff different around here. You know how we go. Shit. So gotta bring this up. First order of business is this guy right here. And I was happy as shit when this came out because I've been waiting for this figure for a long ass time. And I mean, when did we get R2? We got R2 like what, in March?
Got it back in May.
Damn, that was May. I
Believe
thought
it
it was
or not.
March. Damn. No, you're right. It was May, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. And I would have thought that we would have got, you know what I'm saying? We would have got that right along with the pair, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't. So, but we got it now. And what we got right here looks amazing. It looks, I mean, honestly, these look, to me, they look either like the prototype photos or even better, in my opinion. But I do want to ask you guys this question with this. Now, and I actually asked this, and the question is actually in the chat as well. Chat, if you guys also want to, we put a poll up. You can answer in the poll, and pretty much what I want to ask you guys before, just along with your general thoughts of the figure. But here's the question: are you still excited for this version of C-3PO, even though we have the Return of the Jedi version coming? That's the question. Want to go to you, Anthony, on that. What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts overall on the figure, and are you still excited for this guy?
Okay, here's the thing. Yeah and no. Like I'm not the exciting part is we're finally getting a 3PO.
Yeah.
And the exciting part is to see how Hot Toys made him, right? He's die cast. Let's see how is he? Is he like an Iron Man? Is he just little, like, so this is exciting, right?
Yeah.
The prospect is exciting because now, and of course we got the announcement for Return of the Jedi. That's the one I'm definitely getting, but who knows, right? We could get a gold one from A New Hope. We can get other protocol, like they got a new mold. It's 3POs, so that's the exciting part. The other half, obviously, is for everybody who wants the prequel version. This is pretty cool to have. And I think it looks freaking great, man. It's hard though, man, because it's still 3PO no matter how you slice it. But I think this one looks pretty badass because it's super weathered too, and that's just kind of nice, you know, to see, you know. But it's tough, man. I'm still on the fence on whether or not I'm definitely gonna get them or not, because how many 3POs do we need? I guess it just matters as you know, how you matter with your collection, but I don't think I need more than one 3PO, you know. And a lot of people have the Sideshow one and they're happy with that, so it's like,
Yeah,
it's tough. But I'm fucking glad they made them.
me too. Absolutely, and that's where I'm at, because I have the Sideshow 3PO, and he's fine. He's not a bad figure. I think that's one of their strongest figures, honestly, in my opinion. But I know the Tamashii Nation one, that's a grail for a lot of people, and I think, you know, that one's kind of out of reach for a lot of people now. So to have this option was good. And I mean, look, like you were saying, the weathering on this is amazing. I mean, I haven't seen anything that's diecast be this weathered. So
well, I think that's what's going to set it apart, though, is to the point, right? Because if you look, I mean, Jedi's not, and then obviously A New Hope won't be. He may have like a little dirt, depending on if they're going with like a Tatooine kind of, he's out there in the desert. I don't know, right? But I don't think anything's going to be as unique, I guess, as this one. If that makes any sense, right? In comparison to the other versions of him. So
right.
I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for everybody who's picking him up, but I just don't think I need more than one 3PO. But that could always fucking change. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Mario, want to go to you with this, man. Are you still excited for this figure, or are you more game to get the Return of the Jedi version? And just your overall thoughts on this piece.
No, overall initial thoughts, man. I think it came out great. It looks pretty much exactly how they solicited originally, you know, with the great weathering, with the great sculpt. Got the light up features. It's fantastic. It's typical C-3PO, man. I love the fact that you can swap out some of the battle droid parts, man. That's really cool. You know, give it that little bit of an extra display. To be honest though, man, my excitement for this piece has diminished just because of the fact that we are in my current situation. I need to scale back hard right now, man. And you know what? Anything original trilogy and Troopers is the priority. That's it. So some of this stuff, man, I think I can probably cut back. I'm just really being more selective right now with everything, dude. I mean, it's more space than anything, like seriously. And I'm at a point right now where I don't want to sell anything either. You know, I'm really content with what I got, but I just can't display everything, which freaking sucks. But you know, it is what it is. Life of a collector, right?
Exactly.
But with the Return of the Jedi version, I mean, I've had the Sideshow one for years, and it's served its purpose very well. It looks great.
Yeah, it's a
I
great
really like
piece.
it a lot. It fits in just fine. But I mean, come on, we're talking Hot Toys now. You know, the quality is
of course.
It's definitely an upgrade. You know, given the materials, you know, along with the paint apps. Although the Sideshow one is fine, you know.
Yeah.
But just to have that consistency in the collection as well. I mean, that's just for me. Although I wouldn't be, you know, if I was in a spot where I couldn't pick it up, I'd still be perfectly fine with the 3PO that I have in the collection. But for right now, I'm just gonna go and stick with the original trilogy Hot Toys, and that's where I'm gonna stay.
Nah, I totally understand you on that one. Definitely. I'm gonna jump around a little bit. Second brother, your thoughts on this piece? Now I know me and you both. I believe both of ours are signed by Anthony Daniels, the Sideshow version. So, are you? How do you feel about this piece? We can't hear you.
You're muted, my brother.
Right. Yeah. Okay. If you got into like, you know, the prequels and everything, this would, you know, fit in your collection well. But for me, I don't see, it's not that much of a change for me to warrant a new purchase, considering that we all talked about, you know, the Sideshow one has held up pretty well. The only plus is with the Return of Jedi version. You know, we got the little gremlin that pulled his eye out. You know, that's a little different there. So all in all, it's you know, it's nice, but it doesn't warrant that purchase and need to get it. If you don't have a 3PO, it's great. But if you already got one, you're like, if I want to just look, I just take it out of the yard and throw it in the dirt a couple of times and I'm good. So, I mean, you do it the cheap man's way, but you know, like I think all of us here on the panel pretty much are in the same boat of we being very selective, because space runs out very quickly.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Dude. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why that's why you see me on Instagram, selling off shit. Want to give a shout out for Man of High Collectibles, Dante. What's up? What's up, Poppy? What's up? What you, bro? What's up with Hefe? Good to have you here, brother. Absolutely. Also want to give a shout out to Jedi Nice Watch. Says, what's up, BC and panel? What's up with you? What's up with you, Graham? Always good to have you here, my brother. Absolutely. We got 90 in the chat, 91 in the chat, guys. Remember to hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to everybody here on that damn panel. Now I'm gonna jump over again. Well, we'll go. Lou, your thoughts on this piece? Do you think this is now that this version is out, are you less excited or are you more excited to get? Come on, I think a lot of people, the general consensus, are most excited to get the gold version and not this one.
Yeah, a lot of people would want the OT stuff because OT is basically the beginning for everyone. It's where it started at, OT stuff. Getting it all gold and whatnot, it's iconic.
Yeah.
But having it all dirty and battle damaged, and even with the swappability with the head sculpt, so you can put a battle droid head on it, it just gives you a different option for your Clone Wars display or your Attack of the Clones display. This is specifically that period piece. So it depends on what you're displaying. For me, I'm excited because I have an opportunity now to pick and choose between this one or the OT one. And if I get both, I'm still winning because I'll have one that I could change into different variations, and the same thing with the other, because you have the little Rugrat little
Salacious Crumb.
Salacious Crumb. That why they call him Crumb? Anyway, you get him, the little monkey. Okay, you get him. And I've always said this: we need more creatures in the Star Wars Hot Toys toy line.
Yep.
We need that. So my choices for picking one, it's swaying more to OT because I want creatures. I want that oddball stuff. You see my collection. My collection, majority of my stuff is creatures and very odd placement type characters. Anything that shows texture, teeth, claws, something of animalistic or foreign nature other than robotics or armature. So I'm excited for this, but I'm also leaning more towards the gold variant just because, what if they give us, a Jabba? Ooh. You don't want that Salacious Crumb to go with the Jabba. And granted, this goes with what I have already. I have my Attack of the Clones Yoda. I have Anakin on staff. I am going to get the young Annie. So it's like I have more reason to get both because I want creatures and I want, to finish up my set, but it's how I'm going to display. But also, space is a factor. Space is a big factor.
Yes.
So, getting into the 6-scale game, I've been cutting back on 12 scales, and then I realized I'm running out of freaking space, and I'm buying more 12-scale stuff this year than I have the past 2 years. So I'm like, I'm teetering back and forth. So I need space.
Yes.
So I got to, take a step back and just weigh my options to see if I'm going to pick this one or the other one because I may only have space for one.
That's true. No, there's a lot of collectors running into that as well. What you saying, Anthony? I'm sorry.
I would say though that either way, like we talk about space and our collections as a whole, that like this is still really awesome though, right? Like you can't I'm not saying any of us are, but you can't discount the fact that they dropped 9 figures or for Attack of the Clones. Like if you're going as a completionist, if you just want to this is gonna be badass, dude. If you get the whole Attack of the Clones movie, essentially whatever they've announced and released for us, this is gonna look amazing together.
It's gonna be an amazing collection. No, I totally agree. And single songwriter here. Want to give a shout out to single songwriter and want to give a shout out to Nick's Collectibles. What's up with you, Nick? Good to have you here, my brother. Good to have you here, bro. Single songwriter first, and I'm throwing this to you, Aries. First diecast C3PO made by Hot Toys. Very collectible in its own right. I totally agree. Your thoughts on this piece and the one that's coming as well?
Oh boy, baby. Well, I mean, it's a slobber knocker. Let's just say that.
I got him started. He's hulking out.
You know, and no pun intended, but you know, this is gonna go hard, baby. This is gonna go hard. This figure.
Tell me more.
Because hard, bro, real hard. This thing. Look. By the way, Anne Hathaway is almost gone, almost left the building. So
wow.
Yeah, so's Kang. He's almost gone too.
Wow.
Anakin, Attack of the Clones, has almost left the building. There's a lot of stuff, guys, including the that Batman from the Flash not lasting long, and the Kamen Riders, the Shadow Moon figures are just gone too.
Oh,
gosh.
yeah, Shadow Moon, Black Sun. Yeah,
Watch the One Piece ones. Anyway, I'm saying all that to say this. This one rivals Tamashii Nations because
Yes. Yep.
because it is so worn out. And like Anthony said, if it does feel like an Iron Man and it looks this worn out, it's going to be equal with Tamashii Nations for sure. I will tell you right now, the Return of the Jedi one that comes with, you guys calling it the Gremlin or the whatever that thing is there, whatever, you know, Salacious Crumb. I'm not as, I'm not going to compare, for me, if I like Attack of the Clones better than Return of the Jedi or vice versa. I like this figure better than the other one because I like the Tamashii Nation C-3PO better than the Return of the Jedi one.
Oh, wow.
And I'm probably still going to like that one better than that one because I like the shiny A New Hope one. That being said, to me, this rivals it because it's so unique. It's like, oh, wow, this is die-cast. If it feels like an Iron Man and it looks like this is a showstopper, a slobberknocker, and it's been on waitlist for a long time. And this is going to be one of those ones, like Moon Knight, like Crosshair, like some of those right now that are up there that I think is going to go hard, baby. And that's what I mean by that. It's this one's going to be sought after. The Return of the Jedi one, yeah, I mean, you're going to get an Empire Strikes Back one, a Return of the Jedi one. I think you're going to get one from every movie, honestly. But the one that I'm really looking for is a Tamashii Nations equivalent. But this does quench my thirst on that. It looks absolutely freaking sensational. I like Attack of the Clones. I know some people not crazy about it. I'm crazy about it. I love the prequels. But man, this figure's going to be, I think, sought after. I'll be honest with you. But I don't think that they made that many of them too with that price tag. It never was really, really high, Jay.
Yeah.
Best selling wise. Do you remember when they came out with this wave? But this one never really. It went down in the bottom quick and was kind of just hovering over there. And if you're kind of looking, when you sort everything out best selling wise over the last month since those artisan releases, and you're looking at everything underneath it, you could kind of almost put together that some of these figures, there's not going to be a whole lot of them. And I think that this one's going to be a little bit rare. That being said, I'm looking really forward to it because I really like the wear and tear on this C-3PO. The only other one that would be really unique to me would be one from the Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to be able to get one from the Phantom Menace that showcases that. So having that one I would get, having this one I would get, having the one like Tamashii Nations from A New Hope, I would get. I'd love to get a TC-14, to be quite honest with you, if they would do something like that. Silver and shiny. I still like the one that Hasbro put out from the electronic one from the Phantom Menace way back in 1999, to be quite honest with you. But I'd love for them to do something like that. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, Return of the Jedi is OT, but I'm more excited about this one than that one, only because of the look, and because I don't think the Return of the Jedi one is going to be as good as Tamashii Nations.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. I think with that one, the biggest thing that makes it so appealing because it is closer to the, it's an OT C3PO. That's the one that everybody remembers when they think of C3PO. But the fact that it comes with Salacious Crumb and that little hint there that it could be more to come with it, maybe not, maybe so, because they just gave us a damn do-back. Maybe we'll get that Jabba Slave Leia 2-pack. Maybe that'll happen. Just speculating, but who knows?
Maybe we'll get a Rancor.
That would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
We're
I'm
talking
still
about space.
scratching my head over that image from Boba Fett. Anyway, not to change the subject.
We got 111 people in here, guys. Thank you so much. Remember to continue to hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to Aries Terrence and make sure you subscribe to Anthony Cisco Mafia. Make sure you subscribe to El Profi, El Professor Ro. Make sure you subscribe to Wildman Loco Lou and make sure you also subscribe when he's working on it. I seen it. It looks amazing. The Second Brother channel. Make sure y'all do all that. Before we continue, want to give a shout out to the Queen, the matriarch herself, Luminar. How you doing, Lumi? Loving that new logo. Can't wait to have you back on the panel, sis. Definitely try to get you back on here every other week. Try to get you on here next week. That would be amazing. Let me know if you can do that, sis. Definitely want you on here. Love that new logo as well. Looks amazing. Also, we got P Rock in the building.
Bro.
What's up with you, P Rock? So what's up, fellas on panel and the collectors in the chat? Absolutely. Also, want to give a shout out to S Beam. S Beam, got you. I got you next week, brother. Definitely got you next week. So moving along, we're gonna talk about this guy right here. I ain't gonna lie, I was very excited about this figure. And honestly, I'm still very excited about the figure. I am. Now, I think we all know about the head sculpt, and the head sculpt it could be better.
What's wrong with the head sculpt?
It could be better. Especially when you look at the V Collectibles one that I saw. But I know that's a custom, and that head sculpt alone is probably about well over $300 painted. But I do like this. I think this is an awesome figure. Anthony, you want to get your thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm probably in the minority, dude. I think he looks great.
Exactly.
They had, remember last year everybody lost their shit because he looked like Chevy Chase and who else, and then not even 24 hours later, JC Hung put out a post saying, hey, you know what? We're actually working on this. The scope's gonna be different. And remember what I was like, you know what? Cool. No one's gonna, they said they're gonna work on it. So let's see what happens, right? In the meantime, because whatever they showed first was clearly not the case. Here we go. Here we go now, right? It's out. I think it looks fucking good, dude. I mean, look, lighting's always a factor, right?
Absolutely.
Some things like this is like a bright area. He's kind of blown out in this image. I know this isn't the only image. I'm just saying as an example. When you end up putting something on your shelf, it's much different than having it like right in front of you. And when I see this guy, especially with the glasses, I mean, I think it's because he has an expression.
Yeah.
And expressions usually kind of mess with our heads a little because most of the time they're kind of the stoic stare, kind of neutral expression, minus a few things, Zod and Harley Quinn, a few others. But, those, I think it looks great, man. The arms are fucking sweet. I mean, if I was collecting No Way Home, dude, or Spider-Man, any like Toby stuff, like this is freaking cool. And I'll tell you, it looks way fucking better than that Toys R Us one. So
I think so.
Again,
I think so. No, I totally agree. I actually have this one. I got this guy coming. He should be here by Saturday. So I'm real excited to get it in hand.
I wouldn't say he's a 10 by any stretch.
No.
But I would not be disappointed if I picked him up. For example,
Anthony,
right?
Is it worthy of a slobber knocker? I mean, is it?
I mean, dude, that's all. Look, everybody's slobs knocker's different, so I don't know. But for me, yeah, he could be. If I was collecting the line, like I didn't. I'm not looking at it being like, oh man, this needs to be worked on. I think it's acceptable personally. It is still like a $400 figure though.
Absolutely.
It's kind of
Yep.
pricey, but dude, he's pretty. I think he's great, dude. So I have no complaints on my end.
Exactly. I think I like, and then you brought up a good point. When you have this thing on your shelf and you're standing about 3 to 6 feet away from it, it's going to look like this. It's going to look badass. So definitely. I mean, I totally agree. But before we move on, I want to give a shout out to my sis, Latoya T. What's up with you, sis? Always good to have you here. Also, we got to bring this guy in here. Look who we got in the building. Look what we got. We got Denobi too in the building. What's up with you, bro? He said, I really wish collectors were this critical on the third-party Doc Ock head sculpt. There we go.
I think it looks like crap.
Yeah, I don't like it. He said, and for that matter, the whole figure seems like passes were made. Yeah, I mean, I agree. The Toys R Us one is. I haven't held it in hand personally, and I don't like talking about things I haven't held in my hand. But when you compare that one, I know.
Oh yeah, what was that? Can you say that again?
I know.
Let's rewind. You don't like comparing things until you've held them in your hand.
Oh
Hold up.
shit.
Well,
Daddy, chill.
track those photos I sent.
Daddy, chill.
Well, it's that type of
Anyway,
night,
continue.
ladies and gentlemen. It's that type of night.
Baby.
Oh man,
We did a little
tentacles and all,
inside
tentacles and all. But no, it's
inside
like
track what goes on in the streets. With the space pen.
oh shit. But no, it's like I said, I haven't. From what I've seen, this is way better. By far, this is a way better product. I think we can all agree to that. Going to you, second brother, your thoughts on this piece? Because I didn't hear we didn't talk too much about it this week.
I managed to missed out on a couple of wait lists on this one, and I finally got one converted on the regular version. So as long as you keep the glasses on, he doesn't look like one of the lost members of the Monkees.
He
I
does.
think nobody got that reference, bro, except maybe you and me.
Rock and roll, bro.
I know,
Wonderful.
right? I know,
Man,
right?
when you
Rock and
take
roll,
the
the
glasses
We
off,
lost the kids with that one.
Yeah, we did.
when you take them glasses off, man, you're just like, man, if you're a child of the 70s and you see all the crazy Cheeks and Chong movies and shit, he looked like he just took a hit or something. So he's wide open.
Oh,
Hey, look, I mean,
No, I still think he got the Austin.
That's the look.
He still got the Austin Powers look. Like, do I make you horny, baby? Yeah.
Nah, listen, that's him. He has a very. You guys got to remember, man. Some people just got some. I don't even know how to say a word that makes it sound bad, like odd or whatever. Like people's faces. Sometimes they just don't. I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean? They got unique faces.
Right.
And we see that happen. But I think he looks great. Look, you're zoomed in right there. I mean, that previous photo. The previous photo that you showed, right?
That's
That's
the way
like more of a shelf photo. Look at, come on, dude.
This is how he's gonna look in everybody's
You
shelf.
tell
And
me
that's
that's
badass.
you're not gonna be happy with that in your display?
Hell yeah.
If you put him
Hell
in
yeah.
the display, for what I have a vision of what I'm going to do, do with him and when Jamie Foxx Electro and all of that, it's going to fit in fine and great. As long as the glasses don't fall off. Everything is cool. So, and I really, would love to see, the actors' faces when they see these things. And then it was like, damn, do I really look like that in the film? And like,
What's up, Maz? What's up? We got Maz up in here. What's up with you? Good to have you here,
What
Maz.
up?
Also, want to do this before I forget. Latoya T, thank you for the 199 bombs. She says, I love C3PO since childhood. Love this figure. Hey, that's the same way. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, big bro. Continue. I'm sorry.
Hey, no. You good. You good. I mean, but the look on his face, I got a 6'6" sense of humor. So if I saw this dude hanging around in the club, I would pay him to go around and just harass people. I'm like, go over to that girl over there. Go over there. Yeah, I want to see the look on her face. And he's like, yeah.
That is funny. That is funny. Jumping around real quick. Mario, your thoughts on this piece, bro? You getting it? I know you getting this joint, right?
Why would I be getting this?
Why
No,
not?
sir. He
No,
won't.
look. That's not to take away. Look, I mean, I've been saying this since I saw it. I damn near enabled myself on my show last Monday night, considering picking this thing up. I think it looks great. I know the head sculpt wasn't that well received, but to be honest, the more that I looked at it, the more I was kind of like, you know what? There's certain angles where I see Alfred Molina. You know,
Yeah.
the sculpt represents a certain point in time. You know, when he first sees Peter on the bridge, he's got that smile on his face. Hello, Peter, and that's what they captured. That's what they did, man. And I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it, man. I mean, I think it. At first, I thought it was really no improvement from the prototype, but again, after looking at it some more, I'm starting to see the differences.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, there's no denying the presence of this thing, man. It's a beautiful looking figure, man.
It is.
And it does shit. It does make it a little bit more tempting to go down the rest of the line and try to pick up everything else, man. But I'm good. I'll appreciate this in you guys' collection, man. I'm good from afar. I'll watch from the sidelines.
Did you say that about the Avengers and then you watch the Avengers and then
Jay, we ain't talking about the Avengers, man. We're talking about Doc Ock, all right?
Yeah,
We
well,
talked
I don't know
about-
what's
we
going on
talked
with
about-
Avengers.
yeah,
That
Do not
was-
open up that rabbit hole.
Yeah, man.
Do not open up that rabbit hole.
Yeah, just after watching a couple unboxings and reviews of this thing, I think it looks great.
it does.
Lots of stuff. I really like the fact that they gave us the the nanotech
The nano
tentacles.
ox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I really like those. The fact that they give you different looks too, man. The pleather coat I kind of worry about because Hot Toys track record and pleather
Mhm.
not really applicable for everybody around, but for some of us here, that's experienced it. I know Jay, you said your police shootout Terminator starting to go on that.
Yeah,
on that,
bro.
on that jacket.
And that's the fucked up thing. That's the only figure that has happened to. And I'm like,
Mhm.
well, outside of Bill and Ted, but that's a whole number. That's shit's way to make
Yeah.
that. But anyway, but yes, the figure that I love, one of
I
a Terminator
know,
figure would
man.
do. I'm
It's
like, why?
heartbreaking, man.
It's just a kick in the
Oh
dick.
no! Hey, at least they
Yeah.
made the Ghostbusters. Those are all right.
Yeah, they did.
Everything
they did.
else, though, yeah.
They did the shit. I mean, they went all out on the Ghostbusters and the Ecto, on both on the Ecto ones, in my opinion. They fucked it with the sticker on the side. But outside of that,
It's
yeah,
with an acceptable deviation, though. I've heard.
yeah, it is. It is. Once you get it in hand, you're like, once again, get it in hand. Anyway,
It is. You definitely need two hands for it.
you definitely need 2 hands for it, and a good back, and a good back for that.
And a good back. Wow.
Yeah, you can't be blowing out your back with these. What does Aries call them? Slobber knockers. I mean,
Hey,
just
six
love
scale
slobbing
slobber
knobs tonight,
knockers,
huh?
baby.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on tonight, guys.
I don't know. It's off the rails. The Big Brother says, I'm in the multiverse, 3 channels streaming at the same time. Hit the like button on all these channels. That's right.
Igualito.
That's my favorite Russian right there. Anyway.
Bro, he's taking over the night shift for us, man. We do a 24-hour stream tomorrow, man. So after I check out, he'll
No,
We'll take
you
over.
Are
aren't.
y'all really
What?
doing a 24-hour? Y'all bullshitting, right? Because I mean, look, after last week, that 5-hour, that was amazing. I went to sleep, I woke back up, y'all was still on, and then Shane was on there for some reason. I was like, what the fuck?
we saw Shane in the
That's good.
chat. I was like, dude, you know what? Here, come on through. I'm sure we're gonna be here for a couple more hours, man. Just come by.
That's fucking great.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was a crazy
That was
night.
awesome. That was great. Shout out to Maz Toy Box. What's up, Maz? Maz said, hey, Jay, he's gonna be in Baltimore this weekend. Shit, man, we may have to, dude, big bro, we may have to try to hook that up. Something. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Probably good for Sunday. Saturday is not going to be good.
Yeah, same with me. I'll be painting. But Aries, your thoughts on this wonderful piece right here, bro?
Yeah, it goes to show that art is subjective. I'm with Anthony on this. I think it's spot on. I like it a lot. I think it's really, really well done. I think it matches the movie on what they did, with this character. I honestly, I kind of like keep off on the Facebook Hot Toy pages. I mean, sometimes I go on to laugh and chuckle a little bit at the comments because you're going to get some rude or sometimes they're pretty amusing
Right.
comments on there. I want to see more of the Shazam, GIFs and some of that kind of stuff. You know, it's always kind of that, but really steering away from it. But honestly, I think this is a good piece, dude. And this is another one that's going to go hard, baby. A lot of people thought that these villains weren't going to be coming. This wasn't going to be coming. The Green Goblin, I mean, shoot, we got 2 versions of the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
The old suit and the one he wore there. We got Electro. We got a couple of bases. And people are vying for these for a long time. And this is Spider-Man. And Spider-Man goes hard. A lot of those. How many Spider-Mans do they come out with? And this kind of goes into a Spider-Man collection, even if, even if you don't even just want to put it with, Tobey Maguire or this and that. I mean, it just kind of goes with Spider-Man. It's Doc Ock. So just being honest with you, this has been on waitlist for a while. Green Goblin was on waitlist for a while. Electro, Jamie Foxx has been on waitlist for a while.
Yep.
So I honestly think that this is going to be a lot of people going to be clamoring for this. I think it looks really good. I think the head sculpt is great. I think it looks good with the glasses, without the glasses, on all angles. I think it captures him. I think it's a great piece. So good for them for putting it out, and definitely way better than the third-party version that's out there. Whether it's a 10 or an A+ or a B+, who knows? At this point, they're making these so close to looking like, I mean, if you're a Spider-Man fan or you go to a casual, person who's like coming over your house, Loco Lou, or going over your house, Jay, and you have this up with the glasses or not, they're going to know who this is.
Yeah.
They're not going to be like, oh, wow, is this John Travolta? Or, is this Dick Clark? I mean, I think we get ridiculous, honestly. I think we just love to kind of stir stuff up. Yeah. You know what this is. It looks really, 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 really good. Whether it's a B or an A, who gives a crap? It's great. And it does a good job. I mean, people are going to like this. And again, been on waitlist for a while. Yeah. People have been looking for Spider-Man villains, Jay, for a while from Hot Toys.
Yep.
And so that's what I got to say about it.
And they blessed us. Because I mean, the villains are a big reason why I decided to go in all the way in on this No Way Home line, because villains. And I remember I think a lot of us did, actually sent a message to JC Hong, and I was like, dude, if you make villains, we'll buy them. And he actually liked that comment. And I was like, oh shit. and here we are,
Someone said in the chat that this looks like Elton John, but I think that this actor with the glasses looks like Elton John. Like for real.
Yeah, they're very similar.
So that actually proves the point that it looks like this guy. Because I always thought this guy looked like Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Absolutely. Oh man. Definitely. Well, something I wanted to look at. That's what it was. El Loco 1527 says, do you guys think this deluxe is a must? You know what? I was fighting with that myself, because I went and I got the deluxe version. I got the deluxe version from Tim Cent. Shout out to Tim Cent. That's my guy. If you want day ones, buy them from him. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I was actually going to get the standard version, because I was like, I'm not going to use the nano. I want the classic look. I'm not going to use the nano arms on them. I'm not going to. But I ended up getting that because it sold out. It's the regular version sold out, so I ended up getting the deluxe. And I'm usually like, deluxe or go home, but I don't necessarily think you would need the deluxe with this version. And Lou, your thoughts on that? Do you think he's worth the deluxe, or do you think he's just good just getting the standard version?
Well, I say this: if you're going to recreate moments, got a little third-party action. Hot Toys gives us a basis of a figure, and then this is the guy that will pose up with that Ock. And I'm telling you now, you get the deluxe one, you get to recreate the scene on the bridge. You get to have some fun, But also, at the same token, it's not for everyone. No deluxe is for everyone. That's for people who really want to have it all. It's either all or you get the standard. It's up to you. Whatever you want. But good thing is that it's interchangeable. You're gonna have fun with it. There's nothing more than you can do. And I gotta say this: with that damn head sculpt, it's gonna be another Cable situation. I said it before.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
It's gonna be another situation, another one.
Sure.
So you got this guy. He has a new hairstyle. The face expression is a little different, but he looks so good. To me, it's another Cable situation where it's going to be, it's not a 10, but it's definitely
That's funny.
definitely like a 9.5 or 8.9, situation with the head sculpt. I'm happy there's double joints and not single joints on this figure.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that the arms itself, regardless of which set you
Limbs.
use, they're exactly the same, and they're going to hold up the figure. If you're just using all four arms, you can hold up the figure without using the stand. But I know most people will use the stand for stability, which would allow you to do a pose like this with the other two arms, coming up and being very imposing. But it's up to you. It really is up to you with this particular figure, because a lot of people want a basic Doc Ock so they could have their Toby verse or, recreate a scene from the film, but the special editions is only a matter of taste if you want to recreate that scene on the bridge.
Yeah.
You know
You
what
wanna
though?
recreate that.
And sometimes Hot Toys dogs you with the deluxe, and you're better off getting the non-deluxe. Like with that Ahsoka DX 20 and 21, I wish I would have got the 20 because I can't stand the base, and I really wanted the base from the freaking.
Yeah, I don't like
From
how
the
they did
20.
that.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes going bigger is not exactly better.
That's true.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's not a slobber knocker. You're just saying.
Hold on, before we continue, I gotta bring this guy. In here. Hardest working man on YouTube.
Too hard. Pause.
What's up with you, brother?
Hey, what's going on with you, bro?
What's up with you, bro? And before because I cannot have you on the panel, bro, and not have you talk about C3PO. So we're gonna go back to C3PO. And I did a poll out there on C3PO, and you guys pretty much were 50%. We're 50. Where is it at? Hold on. Up. Hold up. Yeah, you guys were 50%. It was like 52% of you pretty much were saying that you were still excited for this version. The other percentage said they're looking forward to the return of the Jedi version of C3PO. So there we go. The room is split. So yeah, bro. Want to bring this back up for you. Dude, what is your thoughts on this wonderful C3PO?
I think it's dope, bro. Definitely a piece for whoever's after it at the moment. I kind of had to decide because it was this one versus what I knew and what we knew what was coming, which was the gold version. Of course, hey baby. The gold version from Return of the Jedi, which the representation for me would be for all three because it's the gold version itself. So I kind of had to decide whether or not I wanted to go with this versus the other one. I had to really internalize and say, okay, what's worth it for me? And so I skipped this one, just for the gold version. But with that basically being saying, it's dope. For me, I just, OT when it comes to that's the version I've always wanted. And I think that's what's going to really, really maximize on what I'm trying to accomplish with my collection. But I think this one is definitely dope, but not dope enough for me to say I wanted to pass up on the gold for this. And I didn't want to get both. I had to get one. Again, just thinking about everything that I have coming and everything that I'm trying to accomplish. So I passed on it, but it's definitely going to be a dope piece for, people who want it and people who have it on pre-order or people who might have it on the way. So yeah.
There you go. Right there, bro. Also, just want to throw your thoughts back on. I know we talked about it on your show a bit last night, but man, this piece right here, your thoughts.
Yeah.
I know you have the toy, and we were kind of talking about it. We kind of were saying like, hey, we think this look, and I kind of feel the same way. I think this is far better than the Toys R Us version. You actually have the Toys R Us version.
All
And you
things
like-
subjective.
Yeah.
All things
Yeah.
subjective, bro. Like,
Absolutely.
here's the thing, bro, because, and I notice this a lot. Nobody on this panel, though, by the way, but I notice this a lot. So the Toys R Us version's been out for a while. That was the definitive version before this even dropped, before we even had a hint of this coming. Nobody knew that something like this would ever drop. So when the Toys R Us version dropped, people loved it. They was like, yo, this is dope. You know, this is, you know, I got to get my hands on it. People were scrambling. They wanted to get it so much that Toys R Us did a re-release, right?
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
but when this one drops and people, you know, again, No Way Home, excellent movie, you know, it is what it is. When this one drops, then I started seeing a whole bunch of people like, oh yeah, this is dope. That Toys R Us version, that was great. But I'm like, some of the same people, right? And I'm just saying, some of the same people who had and loved the Toys R Us version were turning their backs on it now. So again, it's all things subjective. I couldn't see myself having two, and I'm not just doing it off of the simple fact that, okay, this one was released and it's dope. Don't get me wrong, it is decent. Me, I have my feelings about that head sculpt. I just don't like it. I don't like the expression. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work for me because I can't take it serious. And even though that we know he was in between, you know, he was like an anti-hero, you might as well say, in this particular film. I still can't take it serious. So for me, it was a pass. But I did say, you know, the ingenuity, the appendages, the swap out appendages, you know, with the nanotech versus the regular version. And then on top of that, you know, the tailoring is decent. You are going to get the articulation that you want. For those who didn't get the Toys R Us version or probably missed out on it, or however it may be, you have your chance to have one. And I think that, again, having two options is always the best. Toys R Us version versus this one. We saw the same thing with, you know, what was it? The classic Loki.
Goblin?
No, the
Oh,
classic
that
Loki
too, yeah.
and the Green Goblin, but the classic Loki.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, again, So Toys dropped a version, which was dope. Then, you know, Hot Toys drops a version, which is equally dope. And I think you have two dope options. Like, I don't like to really sit and compare.
Yeah.
When it comes to even the Green Goblin, I have the Green Goblin from Toys R Us, and that suits me, which is one of the reasons why I passed up on the other version. You know what I mean? I didn't really need that. I think the only version that I wanted to get was the Hobo version, and that's because of the head sculpt and the way it looks, because it was more akin, you know, to me, it was almost in representation of the, you know, comic version, you know, minus the head sculpt. And I was like, you know what? It's decent. But yeah, I mean, it's options, bro. Like, there's always options out there. One, you know, honestly, in my feeling, in my opinion, you know, yes, this might be the definitive version for a lot of people, but I think there's room for everything. There's room for options.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with the Toys R Us version that I have, and I won't be picking this one up, but I'm happy for everybody else who has it. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not tearing anything down. I'm not saying which one is better and this, that, and the third. I just enjoy the Toys R Us version. I already have like a turtleneck that I actually got. I'm a 6-scale turtleneck for that one. So I already placed on it. It looks almost similar to this as far as the look.
Right.
Not the head sculpt. Two totally different things, but I got what I need from it. So I'm completely fine. Plus, like I said, if you see how I have it displayed, it's sort of like a background character to everything else. So the focus isn't primarily on that figure. But it still looks good. And I'm still happy about it, bro. So that's pretty much where I sit.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. No, and I totally get that, because it's like you already have it in your collection, and you kind of like not really, you know, filling this head sculpt. Why would you? You know what I'm saying? It's like you would just be buying something new just to buy something,
just
you know
to buy it, and just because everybody's talking about it, bro.
Right.
And I don't want to fall into that space. It's just not for me.
No.
What's for me is not going to be for everybody else. That Kate Bishop is not for everybody else,
right?
But it's for me.
Right.
And I love the figure. Like, I really love it. I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to have it either next to Yelena or Hawkeye. And that's and it just basically the way it is. There's always something for somebody, not for everybody. You feel me?
Absolutely. No, well put. Well put. All right, next up, I want to get to our main topic tonight, but just want to go through. And I know a lot of people out there want to hear us, all together talk about these wonderful pieces of art. Now, how I feel about this figure, I've been going back all week, back and forth all week with this young lady right here, because sometimes I'm like, damn, I could see Haley Steinfeld in it. Other times I'm like, damn, she just looks, the head sculpt looks like it's from 2014. You know what I'm saying? And it's just doesn't have that realism to him. Say we want to say about, we just had Doc Ock, that looks like a person. You know what I'm saying? You say it's goofy, whatever. We can say it looks like Elton John, whatever. It looks like a real person. This right here looks like a real person, but it has an animated feel to it, and I just don't know. But then in certain areas, like in certain angles, I could see that's Kate Bishop. I can see Haley Steinfeld is Kate Bishop. Am I crazy, Lou? Am I crazy? What's going on? What is going on?
It could be the lighting. It could be the lighting. It could definitely be the lighting. Certain lights. But she also has one of those faces that's very symmetrical, so it looks a little different. But to me, it looks like the actress. The nose could be a little adjusted, but then again, that could be again trick of the light in the camera. A lot could be done with editing software, especially with blogger photos. But it looks great. There's nothing bad about the figure that I can say. Maybe a little bit more blood on the chin and forehead, wherever she got her scrapes are from the final fight. But other than that, she looks awesome. I have nothing ill to say about this figure. This figure looks dope, real dope. Look at that. That's an awesome pose.
It is
awesome pose, and very clean too. So I'm not getting it. I missed out on it. If she's available at my comic book shop, I might pick it up. My daughter's starting to get more involved into this, so this would be something great to have around.
Exactly.
She has her specific heroes, but you know what? This hero, it's the passing of the torch, character, and this is the character she's gonna be watching when I'm watching the Marvel stuff.
Right.
Like I had my Hawkeye who became Ronin, and Hawkeye back again, and then the torch is passed down, and then Kate Bishop's Hawkeye now. So my daughter's gonna see this character, and she's gonna be like, "Who's that guy? Who's that? Oh, who's Grandpa over there? No, this is my Hawkeye." And then I could show her the series and be like, this is where she comes from. It's more connective tissue between me and my youngin. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So this is going to be a piece that I may get later down the line, but it's a beautiful piece.
And that's where I'm at with it. Getting those figures, getting those characters that are kind of entryways for our kids, especially for my daughter, especially female characters. I'm with you on that, bro. I'm definitely with you on that, bro. Big bro, man. And I know we haven't talked too much about it in this collection, but one thing about this figure right here, it does suck that we have not gotten a Clint. Where the hell is Clint? But I will say, we got that Ronin suit a lot in this Hawkeye show, and having her next to that Ronin suit, because I have two Ronin. I actually have two Ronins in my collection, so that would be pretty cool. That would be a pretty cool thing. What is your thoughts about that?
Nah, I'm sorry. The having that Clint, they pretty much complement each other. I think they were made to be together.
Yes.
And just to have this as a standalone, I mean, honestly, in my collection, it just would be just a standalone piece. It'd be no rhyme and no reason. It's just be sitting there.
Yeah.
So it's a definite, definite no for me. And it's kind of unfortunate they didn't bring the Clint out with it, because when they teased it, excuse me, it showed that it's two pieces that complement each other. They should really, what they should have done and made it a 2-pack.
I agree.
Agreed.
I agree.
So
Totally agree.
they should have made that a 2-pack, and I know it's sold. It pretty much sold out and went to waitlist waitlist pretty quick, and I think everyone jumped on it for the anticipation of Clint being released. So, yeah, I mean, it's that I don't see any reason to get it unless I heard some rumblings around the Young Avengers coming down the pipe. So, for the people that haven't, and if that happens, that's great. But for now, like, nah.
Yeah, that looks dope. That looks dope. That looks dope, So, and that's the thing, like, I do think it's a disservice that they didn't give us that Clint. It really does. I think it hurts this release. It does hurt the release a little bit. What are your thoughts on that, Mario?
Oh, sorry, I was just reading something else. What happened? What was the question?
No, I was just thinking. Just asking about Kate. Your thoughts on Kate Bishop?
Oh, just in general?
Yeah,
Release?
just in general. Yeah, and the fact that we didn't get a Clint Barton with her.
I don't know, man. That's a question of the night, isn't it? I mean, I'm curious to know why that isn't. Why don't we have Clint Barton yet? It's kind of strange, man. Considering it's a Hawkeye show, we only got Kate Bishop out of it.
Right.
I think compared to everything else that was released this week, this one's a little bit overwhelming. But
Yeah.
I mean, I really can't think of what else she could actually come with. To be honest, maybe. I don't know, did she have the Ronin sword? I really don't remember.
No.
I mean, no. Okay, then I think it's fine. I think it's fine for what it is. It's expected. I think this is what it is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as the likeness, I do agree with you in the fact that in certain angles it is kind of off. And Lou, every time that we always see something off about something, we always blame the lighting. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, it could be the lighting. That's why I said it could be.
no, that's what I'm saying. As an ongoing joke on LWO, whenever we don't like something, he's like, "Yeah, the lighting is way off on this thing." So I just thought it was funny that you brought that up. You know what I mean? But
it's true.
it is. It's all right. It's all right for what it is. I mean, this isn't for me, but it's gonna look cool, I think, in other people's displays. But to be honest, even if Hawkeye doesn't come out, I think the Civil War version of Hawkeye will pair up just fine with her.
Yeah.
To be honest, same color, same sort of getup. It's if anybody wanted to do that, I don't think it goes for that much right now either.
Yeah, it's still obtainable.
Yeah.
Still very obtainable.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it was an alright release. But finally, I think this like took a little of a while to come out, but it's finally here. So cool.
No. Anthony, your thoughts once again on the likeness of this. I still feel that this looks animated. Like it's just something with the sculpt. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because she's a young person.
I think it's the lack of paint apps. But it could be the photos. But this is good lighting here, though. But I think you nailed it right at the beginning of when you brought her up. I feel like this kind of feels like a 2014 figure, and she's $270. So I mean, it's a bit. I mean, it just depends. That if again, it's all subjective, right? Like if you like Kate Bishop, want to have her in your collection, you're gonna get her. For me, not so much. I didn't really care for the show that much either. And it is kind of weird we don't have Hawkeye.
Right.
And maybe they do something down the road and they do some kind of Young Avengers. And then if they do that, then she's just gonna have another outfit later. So it may be improved. I'm not really too sure about this one. I don't think it looks horrible, but yeah, it looks, at least from the photos, maybe it's different in hand, but it does look like an older figure, if that makes sense.
And that's where I'm thinking about it. It just hits me like a 2014 release. It's like I think we're beyond head sculpts that look like that. And it's not that it's a bad. I don't think it's a bad head sculpt. It's just that we've seen them. We've seen them do better. Like we've seen what they do now. Like you look at the Wonder Woman that came out. Me and Aries can talk about that. That thing looks like Gal Gadot. You know what I'm saying? Or you look at, like we were just talking about Doc Ock. Doc Ock looks like a person. This looks like a figure of a person, which we know that's what it is.
Like a PS5 rendering of a character, kind of like that. Like they took a scan of the individual and they put it into like the PS5 video game, and like this is that character in this game, and you got the Hot Toy version of the game versus the actual character. Is that what you're trying to
pretty much. Jedi
Yeah, I can
Chris
see
is
what
funny.
you're
Haley is my new Topanga. That is funny.
saying.
But I just don't know.
Done.
I mean,
Done.
it could also be that the likeness isn't really quite there, or is that me?
It's not. No, it's not. I don't think
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
not. It's not 100%. It's not 100%.
Not.
It kind of looks like her, kind of not. But then again, she is a very pale individual. She was pale in the show. It's missing some.
I don't think
Paint,
this
like you were saying
figure.
before.
I don't think this figure captures. And I know I'm gonna sound like a pure simp saying this, but it's the truth. I don't think this figure captures her beauty. It doesn't. It doesn't. It really, in my eyes, it doesn't. She's way prettier than this. She is. Even if you do a comparison of the picture of the way she looked on the show, she looked better than this. She didn't. Yeah, it's something off with it, and it just. But it's on at some like you look at that right there, you can see her a little bit, but not really at the same time.
Bro, it's just apples and oranges, I guess, right? But like Fennec, came out before her announcement, and just Fennec is amazing.
Amazing.
We don't have it yet in hand, but that Valkyrie looks amazing. That Reva looks amazing. I'm
Yep.
trying to think of, when we're talking about current female announcements / releases.
Right.
It's not quite hitting for me in comparison.
Yes. Well said. Well said. Aries, your thoughts on this piece?
I kind of agree with everybody here. My assessment is that this is a solid release. I do agree with Loco Lou. She is pale on the show. I think it does look like Kate Bishop. I think the lighting and her paleness from the show give a lot of that effect. However, I do agree with you, Jay, and what you guys are saying. It does kind of remind me of The Force Awakens Rey. It's kind of okay. It's not like the later edition of Rey. It's like The Force Awakens Rey. It's kind of like it's pretty. This is pretty. You could tell it's Daisy Ridley, but it doesn't show all of Daisy Ridley's beauty. And the same thing here. So I feel like it's it's a solid release, but it's not. If you're asking if this is on Fennec or Casca's level or what we're seeing with that Reva, as Anthony mentioned, or that WandaVision release, no way.
Yeah.
No way. Or that Wonder Woman, forget about it. That new one. But that being said, this is still solid. Honestly, for me though, I don't know what it is, and maybe it's the lighting too, but I usually dig Hot Toys' sculpted hair. I'm not digging it on this one. It's kind of I feel like if the sculpted hair was a little bit better, it may make this look a little bit better. I don't like the sculpted hair. I don't know if it's because of the way she wears the hair and they couldn't do it well, but I think that they've done sculpted hair way better than this, in my view, just being honest. That being said, though, I think that this is I agree that you can pose this with frickin' Hawkeye from the prior releases, very affordable right now. They didn't come out with him from this show, but you got her. I know a lot of collectors, including my friend John, who just wants Kate Bishop and is going to put it with his, Civil War or whatever, Hawkeye. So I think a lot of people are going to do that. But there's certain angles where this does look better. But I think, like I said, her skin, she's pale in the show. The lighting, but I feel like this is it's a good head sculpt. It's a Hot Toy. It's amazing, but it's not as amazing as some of the things they've been putting out lately. So I really couldn't tell you why with this one. And if they were trying to match her appearance on the show, maybe they just kind of missed some of the realism with this. So I could see, Jay, where you're talking about when you mix in some of that anime feel. I get it. If you look at that Force Awakens Rey real close, that came with the BB-8, kind of has a little bit of a figurine anime feel too, if you know what I mean.
And a lot of the early figures had that. Like one of my favorite figures in my collection is the Robert Patrick T-1000. And you look at that figure once again. That's an old figure. You look at it; it has animated feel to it. It does. You can tell it's Robert Patrick. You can see it. Likeness is there, but it's still. You can tell it's a figure. You can tell it's a figurine. It has that look. Whereas if they did that shit today, you'd like, oh shit, it's a mini Robert. Robert Patrick.
Yeah.
19 years old, as the T1000 on your table. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's a good release, though.
Yeah, I still like it. Still like the figure. Last but not least, Leo, your thoughts on this? I know we talked about this last night as well, but just elaborate. Give us a little taste. Your spin on this.
But I just don't think it's as bad as everybody else, I guess. I think it looks good. In my opinion, I think it's a really strong. To me, I think it's a strong piece. I do basically see her likeness. Yeah, the hair looks a tad bit animated, and that's the only thing I can actually see is the hair, which makes. But in this case, I think it is the lighting, because if we compare this to the prototype pictures that we actually saw, you see more definition. You see basically that the paint applications are a bit better, and I even seen a couple of reviewers so far who have this, and it looks better in hand than it does in these pictures. You know what I mean? That's just basically how it is, and it's always going to be almost the case, when we see a lot of this. So I definitely am excited about it. Yeah, we didn't get Clint. But at this point, we knew that for a couple months, so we kind of had time. I had time to kind of get over that aspect of it. They just didn't do it. You know what I mean? So, I have the, Ronin version. So I'm just going to rock with that. I also have Yelena. I can pose her with Yelena. I also have Sylvie. I can pose her with Sylvie. I can create like my own Young Avengers set. So there's so many different things I can do it. I don't think that she's definitely a standalone. I just think that, again, we just missed an opportunity to get Clint with it. But I'm excited about the piece, bro. I definitely am, especially with some of the ones that I've seen so far, some of the reviewers that I've seen so far that have it in hand. I think it looks better in person, man. So I'm definitely can't wait to get it.
Absolutely. No.
Yeah, that's a good point about getting these things in person, even with all the video reviews. It's a different ball game.
Look what they said about, again, once, and it was a lot of people that said the same thing. When that Rey was released from, Rise of Skywalker, there were a lot of people that were shitting on it upon his release until they got it in hand. And they were like, oh, wow, it's amazing.
You know what? It didn't make no sense either, because when they showed those updated photos, I was like, oh, fuck.
Right.
And then once I got her in hand, same thing. I was like, yeah, this was great. But yeah, a lot of people were like, and I'm like, dude, it's...
Well,
I'm not a fan of the trilogy, but that's the best fucking Rey. Like she has amazing figure, dude.
Yeah,
like,
amazing.
It's an amazing likeness to it. But that's what I'm saying. When you got it in hand, you were able to see it for what it was. You know what I mean? For what it really, really was. And again, it's like when we see photos, sometimes they do add edits. They do basically add, so much to it, just because they need to highlight the figure for what it is, especially to match the background. So it doesn't look too artificial.
Oh,
so
yeah, of course,
we know that. So that actually happens, and sometimes you do sacrifice a lot of realness when you're trying to match and whatever. But again, I definitely don't think it's I'm happy. I'll be happy once I get it in hand. Man.
Well, I was moving my collection the other day, moving some things around. I was reposing Lando, and I swear to God, baby, that figure is so damn underrated.
It really
because
is.
I had him next to the Hans and freaking all my Leias, and I had him next to that great Alec Guinness head sculpt, and I was playing around with the lighting, and I was like, damn, this Billy D. Williams likeness is off the damn charts, baby.
Yes.
It's just different in hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. A lot of what we see, a lot of these figures, man, you just got to have it firsthand before, for me, that is, but only if you're interested in it. If you have no interest in it, I'm not telling you to get it. This was just high on my list because of what it represents. And again, it's like, which was to my point of one of the reasons why I'm very selective with Marvel is because when we have these discussions, and a lot of people have these discussions, fair enough.
Yeah.
The first thing you talk about is the head sculpt. You talk about the likeness to the actress, not the character so much, but the likeness to the actress. And I don't want to be married to a likeness, bro. I just don't. You know what I mean? I don't want to be married to a simple fact that I put more stock in a likeness of a person rather than the art of the actual figure and what it might represent, you know, just from comic representation. But to each their own. And I'm not knocking people who do, but I don't do that. Star Wars is different because there was no comic depiction. What we saw on, you know, on the movie screen, the silver screen, is what we got. So
Exactly.
we don't really have to associate that. So it's not really too much of a problem. I mean, people still do it. I don't, but I'm just saying it is what it is. But again, I just don't want to put so much stock in it and have to worry about all that. You know what I mean?
No, totally understand that. Totally understand that. All great points, guys. All great points. Now I want to switch gears real quick because we talked about this week's release, the recent releases. I want to bring this up. Topic for the night: instant gratification with collecting. Now, this gets me a lot. My big brother knows I'm the most impatient person on planet Earth. To the point it has bit me in the ass several times. I've lost a lot of NRDs, all kinds of crazy shit. Now I got a little kid. Now I got, mortgage, cars, older parents, all types of shit, childcare, all types of the shit, So you have to really think about where your money is going and really find, and then also sometimes you can hurt your collection as well because you're spending all this money on one figure and then other figures come out and you got to slow up and then you may miss out on that figure and then you got to go backtrack and spend more money on that figure. And what are you doing? Just spending money hand over fist when you could just wait, chill, do your pre-orders and do, and collect and collect more. So trying to keep up with YouTube and also dealing with my own personal instant gratification issues. Things happen like that. I have screwed myself over several times. So with this topic, I would just want to know, how do you guys deal with that? Or how have you seen a piece that was like, for instance, the C-3PO comes out today. Old me, and I ain't gonna lie, I felt like, damn, I know I got it from Sideshow, but damn, it looks so good. I kind of want it. How do you get over that? You know what I'm saying? What do you guys, do you just wait? But if it's something that you really want, sometimes do you splurge? Like, how do you deal with instant gratification in collecting? Mario, I'd like to go on you. I'd like to go with you with that.
Mario, like, shit.
Seriously, man. I don't know, man. This is just one of those things that it's, for me lately, man, I've been passing on a lot.
Yeah.
Times are getting kind of tight, amongst other things. And I don't know, man. For instant gratification. You know what? I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna come back to me. Come back to me, man. Let me think about it. I'm gonna pass. I'm not ready.
So Anthony, I'm gonna go to you. Has it? Pretty much has.
Well, can you define instant gratification?
Has being
example.
impatient ever hurt your wallet or your collection? Let's go with.
I think it's hurt everybody's wallet or collection, but there's levels of impatience, right? And that's the one thing that you need as a collector.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's 6 scale, NECA, statues, it's all patience because everything gets announced and it takes a long time to come out.
Right.
So are you referring to instant gratification where you're waiting on something and you just see what's available and buy something? Because that leans more towards like an addiction of just wanting something for that
that's part of
dopamine
it.
level, right?
That's
so there's
part of it as well. Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, well, I think that all just comes with time. I wouldn't even call it experience. I would just call it with time. The longer you've been collecting, because if you do that and you continue to do that, you will drown. So
Right.
those people are gone. So if you're still here, right? That's what I mean. It's the duration of time, the passage of, if you will, right? When you get to a point where you're just like, you know what? I know what I want. Everything looks great, dude. Everything is always looking great. Like this, we're talking about 3PO. I'm gonna pass. Why? Because, dude, like it's $300-400. I'm gonna get a Jedi version down the road. I don't need them all. Like you
Right.
you discern those things over time, right? You go, well, this is the direction I'm going. I don't need every damn Star Wars. I don't need every Marvel, right? Honestly, dude, I think it's just time, man. I mean,
Yeah.
really, I mean, what else can you really say about it? Because there's always going to be something. But I think the thing that holds me back the most, honestly, is space. Okay,
Yeah.
so like what usually
Yeah.
happens is you'll come in, you come into the hobby, you start getting some figures, and you're like, dude, yeah, fuck yeah, man, I got some money, whatever. And I buy like 30 figures or something. Just
Yeah.
I see people do that, right?
Right.
Fucking Bretta. Right? But they're cool with that, right? Because they're getting into the hobby. They've grabbed a few Detoffs or Bestas or Billies or whatever, right?
Yes.
But eventually, I mean, when I look behind most of us, there's no more room left. There's no more room left. I don't know how. I mean, I don't know how many more Detoffs Lale can fit. You know what I mean? Like we're crammed.
Yeah.
So then space becomes really a luxury at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
You got room for like another 10? Because I don't know.
Well,
right?
you
I mean,
you literally got to see how long this basement is.
it's pretty long shit.
Right.
Well,
It's
but eventually, right? Even then, I mean, look at how. I mean, you
'cause it
got a
just
lot. I mean,
wraps around, man.
so what do we do?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, what do we have to make a decision. It's just like shit. And it depends, Jay. I mean, not all of us here, but a lot of us go outside of figures, right?
Yeah.
Mario,
Yeah.
has some statues. I have a couple. I know Lale has a few Mythos and a few others. Like we have different sizes. Some of us buy vehicles,
Yeah.
right? So then all of a sudden, one car takes up a shelf. You're like, well, shit, that could be like 10 figures.
Yeah.
Or more,
Or
so
more.
eventually you have to decide on where you're going, and what really matters the most to you. I mean, everything's badass, dude. I have always said that, dude. If we all had a bunch of like infinite money and infinite space, of course we would buy everything, right? I mean, how cool would that be? I mean, you'd literally have a museum of everything ever released that you even remotely like. You're like, fuck it, that was a cool movie last year. I'll buy the whole line.
Right.
Because we like the stuff. But yeah, you really have to just decide, man. You got to go with what really matters to you. It truly matters.
Absolutely.
That's it.
I mean, that's well said. Second brother, I'm gonna throw this one to you. How has being patient helped your collection?
Very much so. When I first really started getting heavy into this game, and I did a spreadsheet, and I was $8,000 in 1 year.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
So that right, $8,000 a year, didn't utilize payment plans, and then we had a storm, and it was like me riding that big Kahuna. Good thing I was able to do it. And after that, it's like is a lesson learned. And then two, I'm pretty much we were collecting over the years and being a car guy. And if you're a car enthusiast, you learn about patience very quick, because you could get guys that go out there and spend money on a car, and the dealers will rake them over the coals. I know when I bought my Corvette down here, they wanted $20,000 above sticker. I was like, I'll be damned. I wouldn't do that. The car's set.
Right.
And then I talked to another dealer, and network, and over time, it took me 6 months. But I ended up getting it for damn near $15,000 off in another state.
Right.
And then everyone here is paying that premium because it's the so-called DMVs, and they expect everyone to have money that live here.
That's right.
And and I learned a long time ago, patience is patience and a plan. Plan before anything else. Plan it with your finances.
Yep.
Like when I'm trying to do these, when I buy these figures, I look at the projection dates, and then I'm just like, okay, I could payment plan this, and this, because the payment plans that I'm using, the money that I'm spending, is bullshit beer money.
Yeah.
Or me going doing some stuff, going to racetrack or something. It's like for me, one thing has to pay for another. And you learn that over time. And if you just new to get into this Hot Toys game and you're very excited, that first year, it would get you. I mean, your first year collecting, you just getting into this, it would get you. Because those pre-orders add up after a while. And then you start looking at your order pages at Sideshow. Next thing you know, you look like, God damn, I'm 4 pages in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that can happen very easily. Very easy. But
Very
patience, one thing, patience is the key. Patience and a plan.
Yeah.
That instant gratification with me, you know, I've been trying to bang your head about that for years.
Oh
And
no,
then
life has banged my head on that for now.
Yeah, man, I just sit back and watch. Eventually, you know, it's just like somebody got that damn fighter jet and they on full afterburner. You're like, that motherfucker gonna run out of fuel eventually. It's gonna run out. So
Just like
you know.
past Bizzle, my pack fuel has ran out in my pack.
That's right.
Yep. No,
But
no.
you know, all in all, long as you have a plan, you know, keep that gratification under control, you'll be fine.
Absolutely. No, just great input. Great input, guys. I want to give a shout out to Mark Lee with the $10 bomb. Thank you so much. He said, I have a system. I give myself only a few must-haves to acquire immediately. I buy the rest based on what appeals to me. Love everyone's opinions, but I get what I get what I want, plus space is tight. Hey. And that's the thing. You got to do what works for you. That's just what it comes to. That's really what it comes down to. I'm gonna go to Leo on this one because I know Leo will. And we're not going to talk about what people think. You know, we're going to end up with this. So, because it's been talked about to death all week.
Yep.
And I'm not bringing up any type of a company, but I'm just going to say, have you ever been compelled to buy a day one from Hong Kong because you wanted it so bad?
I used to.
Yeah.
Like I stopped that, you know, again, probably over a year ago. So anything that I had, you know, about a year and a half ago. So anything that I'd already ordered from them or from any other company it just came if it was already paid off.
Right.
But I just learned not to, because there's no security in, you know, if there's a return required or
exactly,
you know, again, I don't, what I was finding is that, you know, they were basically going above retail, you know, for reasons that, again, you know, notably so, I guess, for import and stuff like that, that's fine. But still, I just didn't believe paying like an extra 50, 60 or almost $100 just for shipping.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I just didn't believe that. You know what I mean? Like, and I think what cashed me out on that was just the feeling I had of paying almost close to about paying $270, almost close to $300 to get that Joker over here, even though I understood with that box, you know what I mean? So that was it for me at that point. And I just decided that I just didn't want to go down that road anymore, man. Like, it's just, you know, it didn't make the experience good for me.
Exactly.
Like I just didn't like that feeling. You know what I mean? But, and even like I said, I mean, this is, and again, we're not getting into any, you know, certain companies, because like I said before, I even said this under the company that's been talked about. I applauded them for their efforts and their transparency. I told them I wish them luck. I told them that no one company is greater than the other and no one is without their faults, because every company has had a problem. It's just that one is at the forefront because of association and because everybody makes it a point to talk about that company. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. So every company has its day. But again, you know, I just feel safer on this side of North America, like just getting it and being patient. Like I said, I got that, you know, all-in that all-in Batman set coming from Spec Fiction. Whenever I get it, I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just the way I feel about certain things now. Whenever I get it, if something that I want, I'll get it. I don't do reviews, so I don't really have to worry about that. You know what I mean? I do just posing videos and I'm fine. So I'm safe in my own pocket at this particular point. You know what I mean? And for me, when it comes to certain figures, again, say what people will, you know, I'll probably talk about this later on, but I just have this feeling now. I have this feeling about Star Wars that I haven't had in a long time. You know what I mean? I do. I have this feeling, this reinvigorated feeling about the possibility of where Star Wars is going to go from here.
Right.
And my love for it has always been there, but I think it's intensified. So what's that saying for me is that my focus is more on that.
There you go.
Like literally, my focus is there. You know, Marvel, yeah, it's there, and I love it. I'll collect the comics. That's where I'm at. But as far as the figures, I'm slowing down big time on that. Like I said, I spent the last week canceling like 25 figures, bro.
Ooh, damn.
Literally. Literally,
Damn.
it was a
Wow.
decision I had to make because of
Wow.
where my loyalty is at
Right.
this point. If I miss out, I miss out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'll just enjoy what I have and just leave it at that. But I love Star Wars right now. I mean, that's where I'm at. So again, I got to focus on everything that's coming from that particular line. Anything else that I actually have coming that I've already paid for, then that's something different. But everything else that I didn't necessarily need, I just had to step away from it. And then it's the simple fact that we're dealing with the simple fact that delays cause figures to kind of draw closer together. So if something's delayed but something is on schedule, then it's a run-in type of situation. When you got to pay for this one to decide which one you want, because it's like, damn, all these figures are coming at once. Somebody on Instagram, I saw put up a post, was like, damn, this came all at once. They got hit, like literally got hit with like 6 figures, bro.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You
Happened
feel
to
me?
me. Happened to me this
It-
summer.
it- and that was insane. Like that,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I never want to go through that again, because I remember getting hit with like maybe 3 or 4 figures all at once, and I was like, that was a heart attack for me, bro. But
Well, don't forget, bro. Every end of the year, right? Every end of the year, we just get bombarded. I don't know if it's gonna change this year, but
no, hell no, it's not gonna
fucking
change.
the
a wave,
last
bro.
quarter
It's
is
a
just
big
like a
wave.
whirlwind, bro. So
It's a shitstorm. It is.
it's really
Yeah.
hard to determine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I no, you know what I mean. Yeah, I you know, hell no. You know, it's definitely going to continue, bro. There's still more to come, and certain things they might even move up. You know what I mean? So it is what
Yeah.
it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm good.
I'm expecting to wake up in the morning and see Wolverine, and I'm gonna be like, well, shit.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
You never
I,
know.
Hey,
You never know.
I will say, because I know you're going to talk about this later. We're not talking about this now, but episode 4 was the shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
So I know what you mean. Like I feel it. Like it's, you know,
bro. It's
pretty
because
good,
the thing
dude.
is, we're speculating in the right way, in the right direction. And like I said, I
Mhm.
think right now a lot of it took patience to get to this particular point, and I was very patient with it. And I just feel that invigoration because even the conversations are changed across the spectrum. You know what I mean? That's basically where it is. So it's like,
I'm
again,
just so sad
but
about Ray
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Stevenson.
Oh,
I just
Ray
said, I'm
Ste-
just so that's
yeah,
such a
bro,
shame, dude.
bro,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Like he put on the performance of his life, and his. I mean, not he did such an amazing job, bro. Like definitely, I loved his performance in he carried this last episode, bro. He literally did. He carried it on his back and he killed it. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm right there, bro. I'm definitely right there. And if it happens, you know, I have to, but put it this way, bro. Curating, we talk about always curating and, you know, gratification and stuff like that. Gratification is what taught me it taught me how to fall back. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It really, really taught me how to fall back. And that's
Yeah.
basically where I'm at. Fell back on a lot of things. And I feel better because of it, bro, because I had to think about the long game. I mean, we just got our carpet replaced. You know, Toya wants to get, you know, the bedroom. We're getting, you know, we're working on getting a brand new bedroom set. You know what I mean? Just, you know, our anniversary's coming up next month. You know, there's so many different things, you know what I mean, that's happening. And you got to put life into perspective, bro. Like definitely, you know, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? Like I love this stuff, but I gotta now focus and prioritize. And I think that's where I'm at. But hey, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get ready for Uncivilized, man. Coming up here in just a few minutes, man. But you
Yeah,
know,
man.
thanks for having me on, man.
Absolutely.
Yo, you
Thank
gotta, I wanted Anthony. How much did that thing cost you? Well, just inbox me, bro.
Oh, I could tell you right now, man. It wasn't bad, man. Well, half and half. It's like 260 something, and then another 260 something for shipping.
That's
So
not bad.
It's not bad at
yeah.
all.
So overall,
Well,
like
That's not
I
bad
would
at
say,
all.
That's not
That's
bad at
beautiful.
all.
yeah.
That's
But
beautiful.
I have to, dude. It was a year and a half ago, so I don't remember. But it was somewhere between.
Word.
It was less than 6.
But it was worth the wait, right?
Fuck yeah, dude. It's awesome, dude.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking
yeah.
about, bro. Definitely worth the wait, man. But yeah, appreciate for having me here, man. Definitely. Hey, man, and also everybody, this is some crazy shit. But I'm nine, you know, away from on Insta. This is Instagram, not
Oh.
YouTube. But on Instagram, I'm 9 away from hitting 2,000 on Instagram. So if you haven't already subscribed to my Instagram
Make
page,
sure-
I
Come
just
on.
need 9 of y'all, 9 or 10 of y'all, 20 of y'all, just to go ahead and sub, man. Get me over that 2,000 mark, man.
Hell
If you get me over
yeah.
2,000 mark, I'll put up 7 memes of Mario, which I plan on doing since he got me last night. So definitely.
Hey, y'all dragged
Make
me
sure-
into this shit, man. Who
No,
started
I
this?
didn't. I
Who
didn't.
started
I didn't
this?
drag you in, and then you pulled me in on it
Bro,
because of,
you've
because
you've
I didn't
always
drag
you in.
dragged me in
I haven't done you
everything.
once.
Somebody dragged Mario in, and then somebody dragged me in. I was like, "What the hell was this?"
oh, that was
Your shit
you
was fun.
You
that
guys are
was
firing in all directions right
that
now.
was
That's not
SB.
advisable.
S Beam did that, bro.
Was that S Beam? Shit.
was
I'm
S
he
Beam.
did that.
Was it big?
S
All
Beam
right.
did that,
All
bro.
right, because
He did that. You know what I mean? So yeah, but
the
anyway,
garden gnome wins, though. I don't know who did the garden gnome.
yeah, that was me.
That's
That
definitely a
right there.
winner. That
Yeah.
was a
That
winner.
was,
was
like
me.
No, the
yeah,
Step
you-
Brothers killed it. I love that.
Step Brothers
That
was great.
dying.
That was
Okay,
great.
well,
I
I
was
mean-
That was
dying,
great.
man.
That fucking gnome with the bird picking his ass. I was done.
that was fucking funny as shit, dude. Guys, I'm gonna put a link in the chat here. I guess everywhere. I can do it everywhere. For
definitely
Lael,
do
because
that.
he's almost 2K
He's
on
almost
Instagram.
Almost to 2K Instagram, and I'm almost on
get 'em
4,000 subs on YouTube. So if you haven't already subscribed, I think I'm 157 away.
Shit. Come on, y'all.
on it's 157 away on YouTube from hitting that 4,000 subscriber mark. So I definitely appreciate it. Again, you know, it's not the struggle, it's real. It's the happiness is real. So definitely, man, if you could continue to just subscribe, make sure you do. And I love y'all for it, man. Thank you very
All
much.
right, dropped it in
Absolutely.
all the
There we
chats.
go.
Yeah,
There we
appreciate
go.
it, man. Appreciate it. 3 subs away, 3 more subs. They said, let's go. 3 more. Let's go.
Let's
Man.
do
But
it.
anyway,
Let's do it. Come on.
thank you very much, man. And I will talk to y'all later on. And
Hell yeah,
you'll get
dude.
those memes from Mario tonight. All right, I'll talk to y'all later on, man.
All right,
All right,
thank you
peace
so
All
out.
right,
much,
brother,
bro.
man.
Peace
Always
out.
good to
Take it
have
easy,
you.
bro.
Mario, I know you got a split too. Do you have anything on this topic? Anything with gratification? Instant gratification.
Define gratification. How did you mean? Like what?
It was like blowing into the mic.
Let me just give you.
Are you there, Mario?
It's like a
What's up,
slobber
man?
knocker, babe.
No, I was actually.
Think that way.
No, I was
Has
actually- I was actually-
demonization ever hurt your wallet or collection? Let me just rephrase rephrase it as that.
No. I've never needed that. You know, to be honest, I'm one that always can wait. I've got no reason to be paid. I got no reason to get something right away. I mean, there's been some cool shit, but I mean,
Yeah.
I've already got something on lock elsewhere, so I don't need anything now, dude. Look at all this shit. I don't need anything right now.
Well, it's a good
even-
point too.
even
Not only
today.
that, there's stuff going on
You know?
anyway.
There's
in
always
the circle.
right. But I think in my first year collecting, man, I was doing stupid shit like that. You know, I got to the point to where it became damn near an addiction
Mhm.
because what I started doing was I started testing to see how many figures if I can get one figure a month, and I did that for like a year, you know. And then I tried to step it up and just getting some stupid shit. I sold off pretty much everything, you know, that I did that with, you know, but it was nothing. There was nothing that I felt like I had to get like right away. That's why I've never really ordered anything from, you know, overseas, like day one shit. I've never done that. Never needed to. And yeah, I'm good. I'm good with everything, man. This Vader came out a long time, like a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't need it right away. I already had my pre-order locked in, and I just got it like about a month ago, and I finally opened it. So, and then that's another thing too, man. I'm getting shit just piling up over here. I'll just open it later. You know, so it's to me.
I will
it's
say this,
like,
man.
It's not that.
Go ahead,
serious.
Mario. Sorry.
No, go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, but Mario's right. That's kind of like to my point that I was saying earlier. Is that it? Oftentimes, man, when it comes. You know, I mean, like I have the Prime 1 Ripley statue. I don't know when the fuck it's gonna be here.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we're talking about statues, or I am right now, but like things like that. Like I don't know what else I got out there. It's just when it gets here, it gets here.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know, it's not. You don't need to feel like, oh my god, I need this like right fucking now.
Exactly.
You know, some things take a while. I mean, this Bantha, you know, that took a while.
Yeah, Jay,
But
I
of course,
apologize,
you know-
man. Let me apologize real quick, dude. I just haven't really been most attentive. Just
Oh, it's so
been wor-
good.
no, just been working on something, and if you don't mind, I would kind of like to share something.
Go
what I've been
for it.
working on, if you don't mind. Hold
Go
up.
for it. Go for
So
it.
tomorrow night we got LWL 50, right? We're kind of working on a best of, so putting that together. Just if you don't mind, just want to share like a little clip of something real quick.
Yeah.
If
Go
that's
ahead.
cool. If that's cool. All right, let me bring it back up.
So,
If y'all remember this.
so let me just
You know, hear it?
answer Anthony's question.
Yeah.
I will
was the
not.
question?
I will not personally give him a reach around, but I will pay you to do it.
First of all, you guys
No,
speak to me.
no,
What the
we're
hell
not
a
doing
reach
any of
around
that
is?
weird
What the
tugboat
fuck is a
shit or
reach around?
nothing.
What is a reach around?
Oh shit.
You're
Peanut,
kidding.
Really?
I swear,
Come
to
on,
God,
man.
I'm not that nasty, yo. I don't know the reach around.
Come on, that's not even
Let me-
nasty. Now
let me
I'm.
tell
As
you,
far as,
Look,
I,
he's
hang on.
behind
as far as I
you.
go, spider
Look at-
monkey. That's as far as I
No,
go.
Calvin, will you explain to them what a
Oh!
What's up, dude?
At the
man.
wrong
What up, everybody?
time.
Calvin,
Yo,
happy
Brian,
birthday.
What's up,
man.
Happy
How
birthday.
you
Happy
doing? Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Thank you,
man.
guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Calvin, I know
Thank
you
you.
got to take a shit right now after eating all that food, man.
I haven't fast metabolism.
Take
It
this off
hasn't
the
hit me
side real
just
quick.
yet, but I know
Yeah,
it's coming.
pretty soon. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
coming.
pretty soon.
I can't. Every time I eat, I gotta go. Eat, gotta go.
Me
Eat,
too. I'm
gotta
like a
go.
This is
I
what
fucking
can't.
Calvin
man.
is.
I hate
that
it.
shit.
I hate that
I'm like a
shit,
fucking
but-
New York pigeon.
Gotta do what you gotta do. What's up, everybody?
What's
Good,
up, man? How's your
All right, so
birthday
before
dinner?
Calvin interrupted us, what were we
Cool.
talking about?
You were talking about a reach around.
What's a reach
Yeah,
around?
what the fuck is a
Tell him,
reach
tell him,
around?
Calvin.
What's a reach around? Like you choke somebody?
From what I understand, it's when you reach around and that's what I.
Put the finger in the mouth? Put the finger in the
What's-
mouth
what's-
and the
what's-
nose?
what's
Like
with
what
the
is
cool
that?
I don't know. Hey,
What's over there,
What is
man?
that? Are you choking him? We put the finger in the mouth.
Hang on.
Dude,
Anyway, so
I don't,
My mind was blown because it's like a stream within a stream. Like, what the fuck? My OCD was like, what the fuck?
Yo.
What do I look at? What the fuck's going on?
I know. No, I put together like a 15-minute montage, man, and
Dude.
that'll be ready. That'll be
Look
ready
how,
tomorrow
but
night.
look
There's a
how
lot.
like Anthony just like.
I was like, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't saw his reaction.
I
Man.
was like, I don't like it, dude. I was like, how long ago was that, bro? I mean, I did drop 100 pounds, but Jesus fucking
Let me see.
I don't
That
need to
was,
see that again.
7 months ago. 7 months ago, man.
Jesus.
Wow.
Good job.
Great
Good job,
job.
Well, thank
man.
you.
Great
Thank you.
job.
But holy
Great
shit,
job.
like,
But yeah, so I'm dropping, like I said, a best of 1 through 49 of some of the shit that I just clipped over time, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. But come check us out tomorrow
no,
night.
that's a good idea, bro.
Yeah,
It is.
I'll be hosting tomorrow
Should
night.
have kept it to
episode 50.
yourself.
We're gonna
For real.
Just
we're
saying.
gonna try to. I'm not promising 24 hours, but we're gonna try to go as long as we can, y'all.
Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna
Well-
be crazy, man. So, but yeah,
Well,
but
that's
thanks for
my
having me,
Friday
man.
night. That's my Friday
Right.
night.
And Monday morning probably too, dude.
Right. For
Maybe
real.
Saturday afternoon. We'll see what happens. We're actually, yo, we're
That
actually,
shit gonna be entitled "Reach Around Friday." That's what that shit.
I mean, we might do a watch along. We're considering the Batman
Reach around?
22.
What's, wait,
A
Reach
watch
around.
along, my guy.
I swear I heard reach around Friday or something.
Oh, that sounds
All
like
that
a brother.
shit that was just going on there.
Well, I don't. That's LWO, man. Tune in Fridays, 7 p.m. Central.
Friday,
Pacific.
10 p.m.
Explain
10
that
p.m.
shit.
Fridays.
Let's
10
go.
p.m. Fridays.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, look,
Anyway.
you know, being in the Marine Corps and hearing that term, that ain't good. That ain't good.
Oh my god.
But that make a motherfucker jump off a ship real quick. Nope.
It's awesome.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that episode of Boondocks? It could be the easy way or the hard way. Nope.
Shit. Anyway, I'm out doing Scoundrels right now. Lay
All right,
show
brother.
when you're all
All
done.
right.
You
Yeah,
started
Subscribe to El
with that.
Professoro if you have not, guys.
Absolutely,
Make
bro.
sure
Thank you. Appreciate it.
subscribe.
All right, good night, fellas. Good to see you guys again. Take care.
All right, peace, brother.
Later, brother.
Yeah, bro. Definitely. All right. Aries, your yeah, so wrong thing.
I'm so excited.
I put it up. I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't look right.
Yeah, that's
It don't take much. It doesn't take much to throw me off. I look young, but I'm old as shit. I ain't even going on. I'm like, what's going on now? Has being impatient ever hurt your wallet or your collection, Mr. Turrington?
As being so is this the same question as before? A different
That's what-
question, or
A little
is this a different? What a little bit different?
little different.
No, I mean it did in the past. Look, I mean, this kind of goes along with your other question, I guess, in a way. It's all kind of loaded. At the end of the day, what you got to do, besides believe, is you just have to have parameters and use common sense in anything that you do. That's my advice. Don't go out, I want a Lamborghini, but I know that if I go get one, it's going to put me in the poorhouse, so I don't get it.
Right.
Even though that I would want one, and I would be very gratified to get one. But honestly, I'd probably be more nervous as all get out, knowing that just blew the whole wad, baby, on something that I shouldn't be getting. So, as far as like really being excited for something, I don't know if gratification for me is the right word. I think I know where you're trying to go with this, brother, but there's nothing wrong with being excited about something and going on that hunt and really wanting to zero in on something and want something now. As long as you have parameters in place and a game plan on what you're going to, sacrifice to get it. You go on a hunt, hunting is a lot of us do this to hunt. You're sacrificing time, you're sacrificing resources to go on that hunt. There's yin and yang, there's balance. Just having a right perspective, this can become addicting.
Yeah.
Food can become addicting.
Yeah.
So many things in life can become an addiction. I mean, obviously, not even talking about alcohol and drugs and things of that nature, but a lot of the stuff that brings us this extreme pleasure can become an addiction. So you do need to have these things in place. That being said, there's nothing wrong with rolling the dice or wanting something if you have a strong mental acuity.
Yeah.
For instance, I got two daughters who are professional fighters. They may get a last-minute opportunity, and it's a roll of the dice. It could actually hurt their career if they want to get instantly gratified and run in that cage and take an opportunity which could set them back. But you go for it sometimes. But you go in it knowing that, hey, you may lose. But whether you win or you lose, regardless, you have to snooze. And what I mean by that is no matter what they do, they're going to take a few months off because you have to. So if you're going after a premium piece, you're going after a Vital Cape Jawa, you're saying, hey, my wife and I are agreeing on this Lamborghini or this whatever the heck it is you're doing or this trip to the moon. There's going to be other things that that you're not going to do to be able to get. And there's nothing wrong with that because people do that all the time, but they're not in an addiction.
Right.
They're not fighting an addiction, and they've done it before. So if you're a savvy hunter like that and you've got stop gates in place and you got to know when to hold them and go for it and know when to fold them. It's an old saying. So there's nothing wrong with that. There's something wrong if you're in a spiral and you continually do that.
Right.
So my whole general advice, tie this up for everybody here. For the most part, you can't collect these like Kenner and Hasbro figures.
Right.
You can't collect these like Megos. You just can't. They're very, very expensive. Some can, and it's and more so than others. But you got to put it in perspective what it is that you're collecting. I talk about this over and over and over and over again on Six Scale Cantina, the Market Chart Show. Many of you are familiar with that. Always giving that type of advice to slow down, be very mindful, and to understand. However, something you really want to do in life, just have a game plan. Do what Second Brother does. I do the same thing. I've got a spreadsheet. I write everything down. If something's going to cost triple, that's fine. What are the three things you're going to take off then?
Mm-hmm.
because you got to do it.
And then too, you got to also, for me personally, I go into things knowing that I'm on the losing end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the losing end because I'm putting the money out,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's no guarantee there's going to be a return on investment. So
Right.
and there's no return on investment.
Right.
So when it does, it makes me feel great. But I already go in with the attitude that I'm on the losing end.
I'm going in at a loss.
I'm going
Right.
in on the losing end of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
And
if
you got to.
Right. And that's just like
Yeah.
if you buying a car. It's the same thing. If you buying a car, as soon as you drive off the lot, that's $3,000 depreciation right off the top. As soon as you drive off the lot within an hour.
Right.
So when you go into it with that attitude, that kind of way it lessens the blow. But
Right.
it depends on what you're doing this for.
Right.
It's like, to me, I like the hunt. I like the chase. It's like, okay, for me, like when we was going for the artisan Anakin, all this stuff, that was fun to me. I was like, if I didn't get it,
It was a hunt.
great. If I got it, great. That's a part of it. But like you said, it's a fine line between being patient, impatient, addiction, and having control of it. Because with anything else, this could be an addiction. This could be a vice.
Exactly.
A very expensive vice.
Very expensive.
But I see some people out there that try to keep up with the Joneses, and I see guys, other channels, and I'm not saying no names, but they go out there and try to do these things to try to make themselves the big person.
Mm-hmm.
And in actuality, their heart is not in it. Because next thing you know, you ask them, hey, what's that figure that you had 2 or 3 years ago? Oh, that damn thing been gone 6 months after I got it. So
Shit.
6 minutes after I
6
got it.
days, 6 minutes.
Days.
yeah, so you just
Yeah.
it's like,
True.
damn, why the hell are you doing it for?
Mhm.
And the thrill of the hunt, and you're preaching your right, second brother, because I love the hunt with the artisan figures.
Mhm.
But I knew in getting those, and I'm still going to get that Anakin. Maybe the wait list will convert, but I'll get it.
Okay.
The thing is, though, I know in doing that, I'm like, damn, there's going to be other crap that's going to come off. There is going to be stuff now when they're doing this that I'm not going to buy. That I was like, oh, that would normally buy. It's coming off because I'm excited because those are more expensive.
Right.
Anart's price was more expensive than a lot of these, and now these artisans are more expensive. I'm like, okay, what gives? I can't be buying the same amount of 230, 275. I just can't. So I'm excited about it, but I'm also conscious of I've got to make a change. And it's like if you go after a big piece. I mean, a lot of us have gotten stuff on the secondary market, whether it's a Dark Side Anakin or something like that. But when you do that, when I do that, I'm like, hey, well, that means I'm also not taking that $400 and buying something that,
Exactly.
this other chattel god or this other. I'm not in a race that way. I want to get what I want, but it's a grind. It takes a long time.
Exactly, and it really does. But before we continue, before we close out with Lou, want to give a shout out to Mafia.
What did I do?
Bro, I know you got a role and everything, but bro, thank you so much for being
I
here.
actually
bro.
do, man. I don't want to cut short, man, because I want an interesting conversation. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, just wanted to give you a shout out and thank you for being here, my brother. What you got going? You got something going on tomorrow, right? With Yost?
Yeah, tomorrow at noon my time. So that's noon. What are we? I can't think right now. I'm so sorry. Pacific? My Pacific time?
I think you're Pacific time. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're 3 hours ahead of me, Eastern,
Right.
Pacific.
Eastern,
Anyway, sorry guys,
yeah.
I'm a little. So 12 o'clock. Yeah, so noon tomorrow. I got Yost on from Jazz Inc. That'll be cool. Talk about some products. Talk about the 89 Batmobile, some other stuff. I just dropped speaking of Jazz, I dropped the Falcon review yesterday. Falcon
That's
cockpit
good. It's a good
review on the channel.
Okay.
Fennec Shan and our Joker, a couple others. I am gonna review this badass 6 scale bantha soon. I don't know. I got, because we got our show Saturday night too, so Friday and Saturday is gonna be a little bit, busy. So maybe Sunday-ish. And yeah, man, fun stuff, dude. Fun, lots of stuff, man. Kind of getting back into the groove of things. So, no, of course, appreciate it, everybody here. Of course,
Absolutely.
man. If you guys are watching on my channel, come subscribe to Brother Cousins, because we are still live, multicast streaming right now. So
That's awesome, baby.
yeah, super cool, man. So see a lot of few people in the chat saying first time here, so it's awesome. You guys just make sure you subscribe to everybody here. I'm sure the links are in the description in Jay's. If not, if they're not in mine, I'll put them in mine. And yeah, man, you guys have a good rest of your show. I will see you guys soon. I'm so sorry. Okay.
All right, brother.
All right, brothers.
Thank you so much,
All
bro.
right.
I'll talk to you later.
Of course, dude. Always, man. Always, man.
Absolutely.
All right, brothers. All right.
Peace. Last but not least, Lou, I know you've been very patient and waiting, bro, but definitely, has being impatient ever hurt your wallet or your collection?
Of course it has. Patience is a virtue, and it's a virtue that's earned through pain. You earn your patience through pain. Because if you just waited that second, you could have got that girl's number. If you waited that second, you could have got that job. If you waited that second, you could have got that deal on eBay and not jumped the gun or what have you. It all depends on what you're chasing. And I think everyone here on the panel had said it already. But to reiterate, for me, giving an example, this figure right here, sticker price. Older figure, got it at sticker price.
That's right.
That is proper hunting.
Yes.
Same thing with the Homecoming. Got him for sticker price as well. Deluxe. Homecoming Deluxe. Not the regular edition. Deluxe. So that figure was pushing the 500 mark at one point. So I just waited, bided my time. And like a true hunter, you don't hold your breath until you're ready to release.
Yeah.
Okay, when you want to release that archering bow, when you want to fire off that shot, you're gonna aim, hit that target, and it's coming home. That's dinner. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But in this case, it becomes a part of your collection. Sometimes when you go a little bit too fast, too hard, like I gotta get it, and then let's say a certain toy store or your local comic book store has tons and tons and tons of the same figure you just gunned down for sticker price or higher. And it's been a couple of weeks, been a couple of months, and you have yet to open that box, and they just dropped the price on it, and you could have saved yourself $100 to $200 on that piece.
That's right.
Which could have doubled up for something else, whether it be something important or something added to your collection. Because some people don't have that divide. Some people are not clean cut into, okay, this is for play, this is for bills, this is for family, this is for, events. Some people are not clean cut like that. Some things is just like, okay, if I'm going to buy one thing, I got to buy it now and I got to take a hit. If I take a hit now, how hard is it going to, impact my life until next paycheck or until the next month, and not everyone has that, down pat. And I think if you're going to be in the 6 scale game, you have to be a little bit more selective of what you're purchasing. Don't fall for the hype of the figure, and also follow your heart, not your hype, the addiction, the oh, I need something in my hands. Just pick up one of your older figures.
Right.
Pick up one of your older figures. If it's a repaint, pick up one of your older figures and honestly ask yourself, do you really need it? Right. Is it different enough for you?
Yeah.
I have tons of Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my go-to guy for Marvel. I have tons of Deadpools. I have tons of Turtles. Okay. I love my different iterations. I don't collect every iteration because I don't have every iteration. But with that being said, I follow my heart and I know what I like. And with those two things combined with patience will make you a better collector in the long run, especially in this game for 6 scale. You have to have a patience game, and you have to know what you like and what you're in for the long run versus, okay, I'll take a hit later down the line and just, I'll pay a little bit extra. Here's another example. Good Smile Company just came out with a 1/6 scale Guyver figure. Now, Good Smile is affiliated with Max Factory. Max Factory is the whole owner of the Guyver franchise. So if you want that, you have to go through them.
Right.
So if you really, really want that, you're going to pay that price. But if it's like that figure, it's time skewed. You had a window about maybe 3 to 4 months to get it, and that's it. It's time gated. And it was a hefty price tag. We're talking about the price of a DeLorean. We're talking about 600 plus.
Right.
And if you have strong ties to that character, that's one of your favorite, anime characters, like that's something you're going to go for. I went and took a hit for that. But I planned it.
Right.
I planned it. It was a strategic, okay, I can't get this because I need to get this. I didn't get that NECA sewer layer, which in the turtle head, when it comes to freaking hash up, dude, anything turtles, I try to get my hands on. That sewer layer was like, oh, that's gonna make my shelf space look so much cleaner because I have so many iterations and I got 2 versions of this specific Toon style turtles. I could, have some fun. And then I looked at the price tag and I thought about it. And I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I said, if I got 2 of these with the shipping and handling, it will come out to more than what the Guyver figure is. And the Guyver figure is going to be a one-off piece. It's going to be one of those pieces that, oh yeah, I got this. I took the time to get this in my collection. That's how I identify with the, character. Like, this is what I want. Like, it has all the bells and whistles to this particular character from the manga and anime. And I branch out between anime, film, comics. So I have my finger in everything. But this specific individual is not going to have any other iteration. So that's what made me veer off into that lane to make that type of purchase. Now, if you go to other sites, you see they already put $100 markup on it. With that type of character, it only goes up.
Right.
And it'll stay at a double price. They did that with the little figures.
Right.
And it's different because it's a different character. It's a different IP, different type of medium. You have to know your medium. It's not like Hot Toys with Spider-Man and they're going to give you a different Spider-Man. You just got to wait.
Right.
You just got to wait. So you have to know what you're hunting. If you're going to hunt a calf, which you shouldn't be hunting a calf, you should be hunting a big buck. But if it's like super strong and healthy, you really don't want to kill that buck. What you want to do, you want to go a little, on the lower spectrum, the average buck, because that big buck is going to make stronger bucks, and that's going to mean leaner meat. Same thing with collecting. I'm going to get this one-off because this is a one-off. It's like an artisan. It's like an art.
Yeah.
It's that niche. This is what I identify with. This is going to go to my collection, and that's going to be the standout piece around my collection. And you can't have that with every single figure.
Exactly.
That's going to hurt your wallet. It's going to hurt your finances. It's going to hurt your collection because you're like, I really got that, but I really wanted something else. Like right now, I'm back and forth with the Batmobile. I don't have space for it. I'm looking for space.
Right.
But I'm going to take a hit. That's a $70 hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a $70 hit for the non-refundable deposit.
It is, bro.
So,
yeah.
Life lessons, and I'm thinking how I'm going to do it. Where can I put it, and can I make more space? What boxes can I get rid of? And am I going to keep going down this line, or is this going to be another one-off? To me, 89 Batman, Batmobile, those are my 2 pairs. That's it. I don't need to go no further other than a Joker, and that's that.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's that. Yeah. So on that spectrum, wisdom comes through pain, but you don't have to if you just listen to the ones who already went through it and see the signs that we're showing you what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a lot of sense, bro. Very well put. Want to give a shout out to Aaron Collects. He says, "What's up, fam? What's up with you, brother? Night streaming with you on Lails last night and last week as well." Well, guys, that has been a show for tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for, watching and doing this crazy multiple stream thing that we've been doing tonight. I know some people are like, wait a minute, you're on Mafias. Wait a minute, you're in Mario's. Wait a minute, where? Oh my God, we're all over the place. That's how we do. We have a takeover. I just want to say this because I gotta go. Make sure you guys, Second Brother, he has his channel coming. It is on the way, and when it comes, it's going to be amazing. I want his channel to be better than my channel. That's how we go around here. So his channel is going to be amazing when it's dropped. It's going to be definitely well worth the wait. Local Lou, my guy, love this guy. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. He got a lot of great content, a lot of great reviews, and we will be jumping back on Half Show Saturday. I got people giving us stuff to give us, to do giveaways on Half Show Saturdays. So definitely, we got to talk.
I got one coming up too. I got a couple of giveaways too for the end of the year.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's going to be a Half Show Saturday Christmas special type of thing. So
okay.
So it's like planning life, and then obviously can't do nothing without Wi-Fi. So when the Wi-Fi's down, that's why I haven't updated that. Oh yeah, the stream is going. I wasn't able to. I just recently got it fixed, so I'm still trying to do a couple of things. And on top of that, school just started, so wife's already going to school doing her teaching thing, and my daughter's already on her first day of school yesterday. So that's something that takes precedent. That's priority. You know what I mean? Like toys can wait, streams can wait. I understand. I'm not monetized or anything like that, but then again, I don't want to hold people to anything else. We're still going to do the unboxing for Shredder's Revenge limited run games. Still got a couple of other things to announce that are going to come out, and we still haven't talked about the sewer layer, in depth of what we're going to do, which is what we're going to do this Saturday.
Yeah,
so,
we definitely need to talk about that. That pricey meatball right there, but it's definitely going to be amazing. Definitely going to be amazing, bro. Can't wait to do that. And always good to have you here, bro, on the show. Absolutely. Aries, what you got, man? We might as well let everybody know what we got going on next week, right? For 6 Scale Raw.
Well, you have to wonder. 6 Scale Raw this Monday. Listen carefully. 8:15 p.m. Eastern. And what you gonna do when 6 Scale Raw goes live on Brother Cousin's show channel right here at 8:15. So listen, I'm gonna be on Jakku. I gotta leave Tatooine. I gotta leave Tatooine this weekend to go get some junk on Jakku. So Jay here, Brother Cousins, is going to host 6 Scale Raw right here on Brother Cousins Toy Reviews. Regular host will be here. Jay will be here. Second Brother will be here. The newsman will be here. And then, of course, whoever else is in here.
Yep.
But listen, you guys got to be here next on Monday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, same time.
Yep.
Same station. Be there or be square. Well, not the same station. This station.
Different station.
And you have to wonder, will there be a wizard interruption from the Space Pimp? TK FOMO? You don't know.
Yeah.
Don't miss it. But no, I'm so stoked. Maybe I'll be in the chat, or maybe I'll call in from Jakku.
It's going to be amazing. We're going to be spilling coffee and everything. I mean, it's real. It's not my show. Look at it like this. This is like when you see like on like late night shows where like Jimmy Kimmel or either Jimmy Fallon will like take a break or go on vacation, and then they have the guest host. This is exactly what this is. I'm going to be the guest host. So we're spilling coffee. You're going to get Lane Kramer on there. You're gonna have Star Wars Newsman. It's gonna be. I gotta send you the they call him the wizard clip from Psych. I need all that. We need all that. So it's the exact same show. All that.
Yeah, feel free though. You can make your own table, Jay.
Oh,
And second, you know, you want you
Oh,
like
man.
you know, I don't know.
My
There's
own
no table
table.
200, but you can
my
make
own
one up.
table. Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. Definitely,
But no, I'm real excited for it, and yeah, everybody definitely tune in. 6 Scale Raw on Monday on Brother Cousins channel right here. And when I put out Market Show Drunk on Coffee, I got a couple of shows coming out this weekend before I go, and I'll certainly be mentioning it on there as well.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you so much for being here tonight, and I'm looking forward to taking over hosting duties for 6 Scale Raw this Monday at 8:15. It's going to be amazing.
Well, is it actually going to be you hosting the show, or is it going to be the Space Pimp, the Hot Toys Wizard, disguised as the Space Pimp, the whole show?
These
You're
things
gonna have to
happen.
tune in and watch. You're gonna have to
You
tune in
have
and
to
watch.
tune
That's
in
the
and
point.
watch. You have to tune in and watch. But guys, thank you all so much for being here. Everybody that was in the chat and everybody that's been listening tonight, you guys are awesome and amazing. I love you all. Take care. And like that, my friends, we are out. Peace. Deuces.